Mic check, mic check. We are back, so back again for another phenomenal week of IU Initial Unity Racing. I'm a little tired. But nah, we got this. Got my water. I'm up. I got my sleep. Ooh, I'm just a little groggy. All right. Why does it say CKM and CKB in my corner? I did not change that. We have like 15 minutes ago. I forgot to change all my things. It's been a moment. I'm rusty, okay? I didn't do last week or the week before, I don't think. It's actually CKB and ISS, so I only have to change this slightly. Why did I change CKM to CKB? Am I losing it? Yes, I am. Guys, I might be cooked. Alright, there we go. That's good enough. Oh, She-Devil. Good song. Am I too quiet? Am I too low? Is my music louder than me? I try and be louder than the music, but the music still be audible, you know? Oh, goodness. You got a battle threat? What is a battle threat? Huh? Huh? Gamer, you at the channel that I'm using to stream this, like all the other streamers, and said you got a battle threat? What? Hold on. Cat! I hope you guys can hear that. My cat is trying to to organize the battle in. What? You mean the site thing that like we use to decide maps and band picks? Because I'm in that right now. I'm on spectator while they decide maps and stuff. A threat like this. What? Gamer. What? Yes. Oh, thread. You mean thread. Gamer. Yes, of course I'm in it. I'm in every single one. I have like all the roles. Bro. Gamer. Are you not? Hold on. I think they hate you, gamer. Guys, this race might actually come to a screeching halt if the leaders of the two teams don't show up. He AFK here to DM. Oh, never mind. Both teams said that their leaders were active a couple minutes ago. It made it seem like in the chat that their leaders were not alive at the moment. Which it still seems like they might not be. That's worrisome, but hopefully we'll get somewhere. Hopefully, guys, we'll get there. We always prevail because we're goated. We are goated. Alright. I've been finding so many good Eurobeat songs this week. It's outrageous. Because I decided that, wait, I can look at specific Eurobeat artists and then find similar ones, which will show like ones people don't talk about or know about. And oh my god, there's so many gems out there. It's a refinery, dude. Oh my goodness, it is a mining simulator in Roblox filled with ores, dude. It is nothing but gem after gem. I'll have to show you guys some later because I have like a couple new songs that are like my favorites. Like already. Just the beats on them, just the lyrics are so good. Oh, I love music. I love music. So yeah. My cat is still yelling to get out right now. If that's going through the mic, then my bad. I can't do anything to stop that. Oh yeah, the 3K year be this. Alright, honey, the only problem with that is that's 3,000 songs. I would need an extended amount of listening time to find each gem in there. See, now that's an actual, like, cave diving experience looking for, like, gems, bro. Oh my god, I don't think I'd ever do cave diving. I couldn't do it. The only time I think I do cave diving is like if I know the cave is safe and it's been like completely charted. Like there's nothing that can bite me, there's nothing that I can drown in, there's nothing I can get stuck in. I think that's the only time I'd ever do like a cave diving experience, bruh. It's not that I don't like claustrophobic spaces. I actually like tight spaces sometimes. Don't take that out of context, but like I kind of like cramped spaces, you know, like under a bunch of blankets, or like I've always liked pillow forts when I was like a little kid, you know what I mean? So I don't have a problem with that. I just don't want to like get stuck in something and die slowly. We've all heard of the Nutty Putty incident. I don't want to go through that. No, dude. All right, Donick is here. There's the other leader there. P2, I believe will wake up. Yeah, I think we're waiting for ISS's leader. Who even is that? Hold on. Let me check. Let me check. Nice team creation. Let's look at. I can find it. Oh, is that Miyogi Sunshine Shoes? No, here it is. It is. Oh no, team leader is there. Oh, they're waiting for a driver. We're not waiting for the team leader. We're waiting for one of the drivers. Oh, I think. Oh wow, yes, things finally we have a game begin. You added Vingo like I'm not someone who also tries to start the predictions. Wow, gamer. I feel offended. No, I'm kidding. I've been bad about it. I don't know, but like once we started this thing back up, people were either super slow at setting up or super quick. It was really weird. You know? So, yeah. Have, oh, the Irohazaka Sunshine Shoes have picked their home course, it seems. They chose Irohazaka and, obviously, and CKB picked Takigahara as their home maps. I don't get any like kind of noise from the site, so I didn't even know they changed it because I'm looking at what you guys are saying in Discord. I'm trying to figure out what is going on. On anybody else? Oh, I gotta ask them if they're waiting for anyone, because if not, we can start this thing right up. Hold on, let me make sure IU is going through my audio. I gotta boot it up. It's gonna sound like a fighter jet because I haven't pulled up IU in a minute. I've been busy with Forza and other stuff. Been on and on and on. Alright, let me... Is it going through? I have to go to game for a second. Looks like a whole lot of nothing. It's all black. There we go. It's making noise though is the problem. Figure that problem out later. Oh. I've not made the Twitch chat normal for everyone. Okay, so yeah, the Twitch, it moves down a bit on game, and then on the starting, it's like that. And then what did I do for... Oh, I just left it the same for these. Okay. We're gonna... I'm gonna put you guys on talkie for a moment. Okay, so... We know which order we decide maps. What order do we actually start the races? I always forget. Honey, which one do we start with? IR first. Alright, that makes sense. ISS, did they choose first? Yeah, they picked their home course first, so I guess we're starting with them first. Alright. Let's go lobby up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Aki is joined the party. Who's higher is first pick map. Aki, I think ISS is higher. Let me check the leaderboard. Yeah, ISS is higher than CKB, so we do start with them. Hold on, we have a lot of communication going on here. Why did Aki send them the band pick link? We already did band pick. We did map pick, and then we'll use band pick later. What are you guys saying? I can't leave you guys unattended. Aw, I got called to go. I don't get called to go often. This is like the only place I do because I only do stuff here. Nah, I'm kidding. We all call each other goats. This guy's my goat, that guy's my goat, all that. I love how we have two outsiders of the race currently tweaking out. I'm kidding. You guys aren't tweaking. Alright. Just you guys let's get a lobby up, man. Get a lobby up. Streamer pick. Dog. Honey, what kind of decision is this? I'm not choosing if they go downhill or uphill. I'm not orchestrating this race here. This race is orchestrating me. They can choose whatever, man. I mean, I technically am orchestrating it a little. But you guys get the memo. All right, I got an IP uphill lobby. We're starting with uphill. As an uphill driver, this is phenomenal. No, I'm kidding. All right, it is ISS's. Oh no, we're doing Isn't it Irohazaka first? All right, yeah, he's changing to Irohazaka. Remy. It's pick. Wait, no he doesn't. No he doesn't. No he doesn't. Donick does. I'm tweaking. All right, Donick wants to lead. I had a stroke for a moment. My bad. I was like, wait a second. It was just Takigahara. And that's CKB's map. Ah, it's still Remy's. I forgot it got changed to Irohazaka. Alright, Remy has to do something for a moment, though. Crow, Hedgecat. What? CKB go. See you at a Meitster. Store. Oh. Yeah. Alright, they're getting downhill ready. Kenny, it's their map. Wow, thank you, Donick. After I told them that Donick chooses position because it's not a Remy's home map. I did. fucking can't type. I don't understand Russian. Okay, Donic's choosing the lead. It's on 50 meters. It's house leader, yeah. I'm not English. This is phenomenal news. I'm not English. I'm kidding. Alright. They're both ready. And they've started. Heck yeah. Hopefully my audio's balanced. If the cars are too low, y'all can tell me and I'll bump it up a little bit. Because I'm not sure how loud it is right now. I haven't played IU in like a century. So it could be too loud or too quiet. If it's too loud, I'm turning it down. But I don't know how loud it's going to be for you guys once I turn it down. We got a purple FC in an orange Supra. This looks like something out of Hot Wheels right here. You guys ever watched like Excel races when you were younger? I know I did. But on a map like Irohazaka, this could really go either way for both of these cars here. The FCs definitely have the advantage on the turns, we know that much. The Supra's not the best at getting through corners, and the hairpins, it's gonna struggle. It's gonna have a lot of wheel spin kicking out of the corners, but so is the FC. The FC's gonna try and do everything it can to keep up with the Supra's speed. If the Supra can hold its lead all the way until the end, it pretty much has a guaranteed win with how fast the last straight is. And the FC is one of the faster cars in the game too. So there's still a good chance the Supra could take it home just by staying ahead and getting to that last straight where its true power really kicks out. Remen's got to do everything it can to keep up with the Supra here. He's gonna have to try and get through the Supra. That's all he can do. Well, yeah, Senti. Like, obviously, if a driver takes a corner bad, then another driver's gonna have an opportunity to get through. But if he doesn't, then it's guaranteed win. Nothing set in stone, gang. Yeah, they accurately predicted the map. Yeah, it's a good prediction, but I feel like messing up in the corners in the Supra really doesn't have too big of an effect on some maps. It's like, oh no, I took a completely wrong apex and hit a wall. Anyways. Nah. I'm messing. Seems like the Supra's actually gaining a bit of a gap here against the FC as we're now entering the more straighter part of Irohazaka. There's a little bit longer straights, and these hairpins aren't going to be as big as a help to Remy as they were in the first half. There are more corners, honestly, and now there's less, and there's longer straights, so Supra's definitely having an easier time pulling away. The FC's gonna have to try everything it can to keep up here. It is so shocking to see the Supra just be so quick against a car like the FC. It's always so weird. I feel like the Supra initial D would be, I think we talked about it before, like between 400, 450 HP realistically. I feel like a car like the FC could kind of keep up with that. 90 horsepower difference, but the weight is a lot heavier on the Supra and less on the FC, you know what I mean? But you know, it's whatevs. But right now, the Supra is pulling away that orange, I was about to say meatball. I think I've already said that before for a Supra. What, like the orange carrot? The carrot Supra? It does kind of look like a carrot, guys. But right now, the Supra is zooming away from the FC. FC's trying the best it can to catch up. The Supra goes into the wall, actually. Scrapes himself off of that. Touge Z powered carrot, the Poopra. Yeah. Poopra's running away with it right now. Sending it up Irohazaka's uphill. You know, I feel like every time I've seen a Supra on Irohazaka, it's always been really busted. I remember when rear wheel drives were like not the best on the uphill here, but now we got the Supra, which is able to take the cake. Not that the FC's bad, it's still really fast on Irohazaka's uphill, but like compare it to like the GTR or like the Evo 3. Yeah, no. There's some maps where the FC does beat out the GTR though on uphill, so. Down on the last straight, the Supra's got a good lead here. Will he be able to take it home with the power? And he takes it home with the power. Donic takes the win, fair and square. Very nice. Very nice. All right, let's go to the downhill lobby. We already have it, I think. No, the other person couldn't connect the hedge. Hedge is asking the other person to host. If they respond. My 600 points, nah. Oh yeah, Vingo's doing the predictions right now, isn't he? I forgot the prediction for this one. Thank you, Vingo. You got this, Vingo. I believe in you. Alright. I connect. Oh, they connected apparently. Never mind. I have to exit this and go to the IP I'm already inscribed to. I don't know. I'm already tied to. Alright, I'm in. So this is the downhill lobby. Edge gets POS pick. This guy is happy to see me. Gats POS pick. Wow. Guys, listen. Listen, I didn't have a good English grade going through school, alright? I'm still a high schooler, but I'm also in college. I don't know how, though. Dude, I have to tell you guys about college, because I'm taking, like, automotive classes right now. No, I actually got dropped from general automotive because I was on the wait list, and they didn't have enough space for me. So all I got is brake class right now. So it's like, bruh. I'm taking neither of the prerequisites for that class, and it's my first semester, and I'm still in the class. I think it's purely because my dad works at the college and knows the teacher that I'm in the class for. But here we are, an MR2 versus an EG6. I like the blacked out EG6. It looks good. The tail lights look a little funky on it though, because the brighter red trying to mesh with that darker black. It's down on the inside. The EG6 tries to make something happen there, but the rear-wheel drive MR2 midship just is able to grip right onto the track there and recover and block them off perfectly. Yeah, B16 versus a 3SGE. Isn't the MR2 a 4AGE as well? I thought it was just like the 8.6, 4AGE. Or at least some models. Right now, the EG6 is trying to keep up with the MR2. He tries to slow him down with the speed cancel though. The MR2 just barely snags away from the EG6. None of them. G6 trying to strike against the MR2, trying to slow down the MR2 coming out of the corner. And that's the best thing he can do, is he goes down for the inside again. That would have been the perfect speed cancel if he was a little bit more to the left and held the MR2. He's got to try and slow down that thing. The MR2 is going to be way stronger coming out of the corners than the EG6 going into the corners because of their layout difference of the drivetrain. So he's got to try as hard as he can to shoot down into the corner tight, hold on to the MR2, and just keep it for a side-by-side and pass in a corner. That's all he can do here. Right now, the MR2 is definitely keeping a good pace against the EG6. That rear-wheel drive little midship has really got the moves. Yeah. Well, yeah, their lines definitely do cross, but if you intentionally take an even tighter one and try and use your momentum to speed slow down in the corner, you might be able to snag the MR2 a lot easier while carrying a higher speed and kind of use the MR2 as a bit of a braking point, you know? Kind of use him to slow yourself down while also slowing him down, you know what I mean? The EG6 is trying its best to keep up with the MR2 here. MR2 is trying to outrun the EG6 as they go through a very technical section in Irohazaka here. This might be the EG6's chance to get him. Oh, they make contact there. The MR2 kind of full stop mid-corner there. The EG6 made contact with them. I'm not going to say that's a warning for either party there. The MR2 just had a bit of a slow swing in, and the EG6 couldn't do anything to avoid, but braked super hard to probably still make contact for him. Yeah, next round's going to be hard for the MR2 here. But honestly, I think we're seeing a really good pace from the MR2. I mean, the EG6 is definitely keeping on the MR2, but we're definitely seeing the gap shrink and increase as we go down to Irohazaka between these two cars. I'd say if the MR2 survives the next round, we might see a bit of an endurance between the two drivers here. As honestly, a little bit of a gap is formed here. It's super small and it's about 5 meters more than it was, but now it's shrinking down again. The more corners there are, the EG6 is going to catch up. Oh, we got a follower. Oh, cue the confetti. God, that is so loud still. Oh my goodness, thank you for following. I couldn't see who it was. It got in the way of the name thingy, but I think it was, no, I have no clue actually. Yeah, no, my bad. The confetti's loud. I deafened myself too if it makes you feel any better. At 347. Nice. Or I think that's nice. Yeah, I'll figure out how to tone down the confetti because it just counts as desktop audio, which I have muted, but it's like, wait, hold on, does it have its own separate thing? No, it doesn't. All right, now that we switch to the MR2, get my windows out of my face. We switch to the MR2 chasing the EG6 here. They both get a bit of a weak launch because they're both pretty weak at launching. And we see that the EG6 actually might be faster than the MR2 on straights once it's up to revs. His head's right on the bumper of the EG6. He goes down the left. He brakes narrowly. He tried staying behind the EG6. He didn't want to make anything until he realized he definitely could make a move. And he tried to make it going down the inside of the EG6. But then the EG6 is able to catch its traction again in that front wheel drive and just pull out of it. Hedge could have had his opportunity to pass the Civic there and he missed it. Ooh, if Hedge can't keep up with the EG6 here, that mistake might cost them the race. That EG6 is good on Irohazaka's downhill. The Civic's always been a pretty, I mean, I want to say underrated car in this game. A lot of people don't drive front wheels. I mean, how many Integra drivers do you guys see? How many EG6 Integra drivers? Because we have a couple of EG6 drivers and we have like one Integra driver. It's a fun car. Got its problems, but it's fun. But right now the EG6 is able to pull away with it because that front wheel drive is just able to grip the road so well and just send it through and out of the corners. The amount of speed it can go through a corner with and come out of is actually absurd. It's incredible. You just like keep it in third gear the entire time, just partial throttle off the throttle, send it through, slam down on that, and you can come out of those corners extraordinarily quick. If the MR2 can't match that pace with coming out of the corners and carrying his momentum, we might see this round be over now. Oh my goodness. Right now the EG6 is putting a bit of a gap on the Hedge right now, the MR2. But it's definitely going at a smaller pace, though. A slower pace, I mean, not smaller. Smaller pace. But the MR2 is definitely having the fight against the struggle of distance here. He's going to have to try everything he can to catch up. And it's going to be difficult in a section like this where the EG6 definitely has an advantage because of its layout and weight. Or, I don't know if weight really plays into a factor here. Both these cars are super lightweight. The MR2 might be able to bring it back if he's able to swing into these corners hard enough and use his momentum, which it seems like he might be doing very nicely as he goes into the guardrail a little bit. The gap may have decreased by a couple of meters, but that's really it. We might see it increase here though, and looks like we did actually. No, it looks about the same. Maybe 3 centimeters longer actually. Got the duct tape boost. Yeah, he's got to try his best. If the MR2 wants to bring out some time, I'd say it's probably going to be on the bridges where it's more gentle curves that the MR2 might be able to hold better because of its mid-engine layout versus the front-mounted front-wheel drive of the EG6. We get like an counter. I feel like I've said a few times. But now that we've entered into the last sector quite a bit ago, it seems like the MR2 has caught a bit of a pace on the EG6 here as they now enter the bridge section. EG6 has got the floor as best as he can to get away from the MR2, but if the MR2 hangs on just a tad longer, he might bring this into a third. He goes into the wall. It's gonna be enough. It's enough. The MR2 brings it into a second round, keeping up with the EG6, a 347.1. What is this? The music is kind of audible right now. What? It's kind of loud, kind of quiet. What does kind of audible mean? Does that mean it's quiet? Okay, I'll turn it up like a decimal. Or what is, I have it set down by like matching the 47. They're both matching a similar pace here as we go into the third round. We might see an endurance from the two drivers here. We do have a race later today, 2 hours after this one starts. So probably like an hour and 45 minutes now. 43 PB, but running a 47. Yeah. Game pretty silent and the music a tiny bit louder is good. Yeah, okay. Alright. Actually set it lower on my end. Turn it up on y'all's end. Oh yeah, IU's down by like 3 decimals. Alright. Yeah. I made it 3 decimals louder. Zimber goes on the outside of the MR2. He's not able to find anything. The MR2 does an aggressive swing there, trying to block any room the EG6 had. Uses the momentum to swing into the corner too, make it even harder for the EG6, and it worked out really effectively. It was good defense. EG6 is now breathing down the neck of the MR2 here. The big advantage that the MR2 has is that the MR2 definitely can go down on the accelerator sooner than the EG6 coming out of these corners, and there's a brief moment where the the MR2 pulls away on the straights from the EG6. But if the straight is long enough, then the EG6 will catch up because it's a faster car. So right now, if the corners are, you know, very tight and the straights are a little bit shorter, then the MR2 is going to be able to pull away a little bit easier. This is probably the sector that the EG6 has the easiest time. The straights are a little bit longer. The corners are a little bit more telegraphed. And the EG6 just has to try and keep up as much as he can with the MR2. On a section where there's a lot of super short. Oh, and he goes through the grass there. He takes the shortcut line. I'm not really sure if it's faster or not, though. As he tries to cut through, it seemed effective. Gets through that, very nice. But in this sector here, we're definitely going to see a bit of an advantage from the the EG6. The straights are a lot shorter, which means the MR2 should have the advantage, but actually works against it because of wheel spin. It takes a moment for the MR2 to start gaining that speed. If he never gains that speed, then the EG6 is just going to catch up because of the traction difference. Not only that, but in these corners, it's very stop and go. You got to be right back on the brakes, or ready to ease, ready to throw it, and the EG6 doesn't have to worry about stuff like that. And it's able to carry a very consistent amount of speed going through these corners. Right now, the EG6 is holding its pace against the MR2 here. Right on the bumper. Almost hits the bumper there. That was close. Goes through. Both real close to the guardrail there. The MR2 made a little bit of sparks fly. EG6 looks for something there. Didn't take it as tight as he wanted. He might be able to find something if he changes how he brakes and goes to the corner. MR2, very aggressive drifting there. Trying to block off the EG6 while remaining quick. He's trying his best to get through. He's trying his best to defend both these drivers. MR2 not letting the EG6 through, and the EG6 trying to get through the MR2. EG6's power is going to come into play here. He's going to be able to keep up with the MR2 down on the brakes as they go through the slight curve down the double bridge, the double bend bridge, as they come bumper to bumper right at the finish. A 46.5. Wow. Incredible pace from both these drivers. I think one of them has a 43 PB, someone said. It's pretty typical for drivers to run a bit slower in their actual races. Yeah, 40. Oh, they both have 43 PBs. Wow. Only 3 seconds, but that's pretty typical in a race, honey. We've seen drivers do that all the time. They'll be like 2 seconds faster than their personal best. And then once they get out on the road and race, it's always slower. Even with like the top drivers, we've seen their pace decrease a bit to a consistent amount. It's harder to use those deep driven game mechanics in a race, you know, those core understandings of how the game functions. Is Wheel Power and Go. We got an actual banger. Wheel Power and Go has always been a good song. Good old Dejo. 5th stage of Initial D. I've always had my takes on 5th stage. It wasn't the best, but you know what? The Euro beat's pretty good. Really good. I'm gonna just watch a race without chat on. Edge is trying his best to keep up with Zimmer here. MR2 speed as much as he can with the EG6, and like I was talking about, these straights here are going to be the EG6's biggest help against the MR2. They're just long enough where it's able to stop the MR2 from pulling away from the EG6 right at the end. So the MR2 is going to have a brief period where it's outspeeding the EG6, but then it's going to be going as fast as the EG6. But on a different cat and mouse run where the EG6 is leading and the MR2 is chasing, both the cars kind of come out of the corner at the same speed, and then the EG6 starts pulling away on the straight. What Hedge has to do here is to go faster in the corners than the EG6. That's pretty much it. He's not going to catch up on the straights unless he comes out of the corners much quicker than the EG6. That's all he's got to do here. The MR2 is going to have to try his hardest to take these lines faster than the EG. Try and catch up a little bit on the straights. Can't do anything against the EG6 pulling away. But on a run like this, on that technical section where the EG6 doesn't have to worry about certain speeds, it can go the same way for the MR2 actually, chasing behind the EG6. Since the EG6 would be faster on the straights, the part with shorter straights is not going to be as effective to him. The MR2 might be able to do a little bit of catching up in the technical part while he's chasing behind the EG6 if he plays his cards right. It's definitely a hard play to get right, but if he gets it right, he might be able to pull this into a 5th round. Or is this the 3rd round? This is the 3rd round. I might be able to pull it into a 4th round. I think. No, this is the 4th round. I'm actually losing it. Because we started with the MR2 in the lead. We had the EG6 chasing the 1st round, you know? And then there's the 2nd one where Hedge held on, pulled it into a 3rd round. We had the 3rd round right after this, and now we're on the 4th round. So if he could pull it into a 5th round, it seems like the EG6 has definitely gotten a bit of a pace against the MR2 here. Trying his best to catch up the MR2. Sending in the corners, swinging it out. Holding his line. The blue MR2. Oh, and he taps the wall. Oh, no. That definitely cost him time as the EG6 is running away with it here. Oh my goodness. Trying his best. He's gonna have to hope the EG6 makes a mistake or he drives the greatest drive he's ever driven in his life. As we round the last hairpin. Oh, the gap is not looking good for the MR2 here. Down onto the bridge. The gap is about 2 seconds from each other. Yeah, it might be a 44.45. A 3:44.9. A phenomenal run from Zimber. My goodness. Very nice, very nice. It was MGS who won the uphill, was it? Because it was Donick. Was Donick in the FC or the Supra? I wish I could gamble on times, yeah. Alright. I'm actually trying to remember who won the uphill. It's a tiebreaker, yeah, honey. Yeah, because MGS won the uphill in their Supra. So I'll flip a coin. Yeah, I get it. Alright. Coin flip time heads uphill, and then fun coin flip. We're doing downhill, honey. Dude, right as I sent heads uphill, honey sent tails uphill. It landed on tails, so we're doing downhill again. All right. Yep. Alrighty. Again, for a tiebreaker, set it to random leader. All right, cool. It's on random lead now. Very nice. Y'all are ready. Whatever. All right, hold on. While they're doing that, I wanna throw on a specific Eurobeat song right now. It's My Life Can Wait. I want to show you one of the songs I was talking about. It's by Candy Taylor. I found this the other day, and this might be one of like my top like 5 Eurobeat songs after discovering it for like only a week. Like, you guys have to listen to this beat. It gets insane. It's very similar to what is it, Killing My Love? Yeah, it's very similar to Killing My Love, but it just scratches the brain a different kind of way. Like a really different way. It reminds me of Chemical Love and Killing My Love at the same time. Some people play So 80. Some. Not a lot though. You guys, if you guys like Killing My Love or Chemical Love, you guys are gonna love this because it's just so good. I just love that part every time. It just gets more like intense each time. It's so good. There's like a fake out, like Gotta Go as well. Or like a really good build up like it. It's just a good song. All right. I dare not speak over the song while we're waiting for the race. But looks like we got the Oh, we got another forward. Hold on. Can I make the confetti have no noise? Hold on. I don't know if I can. We need to do confetti, but audio. God damn it, I can't see the video right now. God damn it, I can't. All right. Your mic is a lot louder than the music. Yeah, that's the point. As long as you guys can still hear the music, but also hear me louder, that's kind of what I'm going for. I don't want to be quieter than music. I want the music to be heard, but I don't want to get drowned out by the music. Unless I'm drowning out the music right now. No, but like a lot. I mean, have you heard Unbiased's mic versus the music? All right, I'll turn the music up a little bit for you guys. But I need to keep it down for me. Hold on. Let me turn it down for me so I can hear myself talk. Okay, here. I'll give it like 2 decimals more. Like 2.5. Advanced. As I'm not commenting on the race right now, I've got no clue what's going on. Properties. Nope. Advanced properties. Here we are. That's fair. It sounds fine when I listen back to it. Alright, it's set to 7.5 decibels. And bro, Unbiased has a good setup. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. We have the MR2. Doesn't have a working PC. He gets it to work somehow. I don't get it. But the MR2 trying his hardest to keep up with the EG6. We were set back into the tiebreaker round with a random choice of leader up to the RNG of this game's math. I don't know. MR2 trying to keep up with the EG6 here. We saw that Hedge did end up losing because he got outpaced by the EG6. Damn. All right, my bad. I'm gonna draw my attention away from the chat. MR2's trying his hardest to keep up with the EG6 once again. I just had to say it again. The blacked out EG6 and that standard MR2. I've always liked the blue on the MR2. Silver and blue always went really nice. I live right by a guy who owns a silver MR2 and it looks great. I've talked about it before. It's like in pristine condition. It looks great. I love it. But the MR2 very nice. Is the EG6 what? Oh, it's lag. Oh my goodness. The EG6 having a bit of a lag spike there. Maybe that was on my end, but the EG6 looks like it went into the wall for us and then completely teleported. I think Hedge saw it too because his line was a little bit more onto the inside, like he was trying to avoid the EG6. MR2 hits the guardrail there a little bit, trying his best to keep up. That looked real. Yeah, it looks real sometimes. Really good. Real. EG6 sending it through. Maybe a little bit of a drift there. Oh, the gap is definitely a bit larger than it was on round 2 on the downhill. It's hard to tell what it is because all these corners conceal how long it really is till the end. Irohazaka is one of that maps where it just opens up right at the end. It's not enough where you gotta set the gap down to 40 like Usui though. But oh, that's definitely a bit big. That might be a 45 to a 50 meter gap here. This might be over for Hedge if he can't pick up the pace against the Civic. Of what? 344.1. Incredible pace. Very, very nice. But ISS takes the win on their home course. Very nice. Let me update the leaderboard. Scoreboard. Very, very nice. Let me put you guys on Taki. Very, very nice. All right. We're now going to be running CKB's home course. The uphill of Takigahara. Lobby time. Uphill Taki. Unless they decide to do downhill. Lobby up. Sorry. I always gotta point it out. Wait, what the hell? Hold on. We have another race today? Oh, that's Sunday. No, today is Sunday. Oh, February 8th. Oh my god, I read that so wrong. Alright, I guess next week, Sunday, we have ACA versus AG. I read Sunday. I read AAM. I was like, wait a second. That's like 30 minutes from now. I was losing it. Killing my love. Wow, speak of killing my love. Right as I was talking about it, we actually get it. That I swear I did not put that in the queue. That is complete chance. I'm so for real. Alright, ISS gets position check. Gets POS pick. It is CKB's home course. We have Donick in the Super, the JZA80, and we have Remy in the FC. The good old FC. I don't know what Donick said. Okay, I think Donick speaks Russian, or if that's not Russian, I'm my bad. And Remy does as well. Alright, Remy said leader. He wants to lead. He said English. I don't know any other language than English. See, it's funny. I took only most peak maps on today's battle. Gamer gets it. Yeah, I'm not good with other languages. I tried to learn Spanish because it was like a requirement in high school, but I had to I had to cheat through Spanish in my freshman and sophomore year, and a little bit my junior year. But now I'm at a different high school, and then now I'm in college as well. But I'm only 17, so it's a little wonky. I don't have to take Spanish anymore though. I'll probably learn it when I'm older and have more patience for it. But oh my goodness. I just don't like trying to learn a language that uses like the same letters as English. It just feels weird. Like if I tried to learn French, I don't think I could do it. Like I think I'd have an easier time learning Japanese or Russian compared to French or Spanish because it's entirely different characters and meanings behind letters and stuff. I feel like it just makes more sense. We have Donick behind the FC on the uphill. I do like Taki's uphill as someone who would drive the Evo 3. I do like Taki's uphills. Donick goes down the inside of the FC. They swap a little bit of paint there, a little bit of tapping. FC tries to keep it on the inside. Donick wasn't able to hold the line there. FC did swing a bit wide into the middle of the road there, but it was nothing that would have disrupted the line too hard, as they both take a really wide line there going through the two snake hairpins. Supra's trying to get through the FC as they go on probably the longest straight on this course here, or that of a straight. The Supra might look for something or stay behind that Supra. Oh, the FC defending in the middle of the road there. Nice move. He swings way too wide. Oh, he goes into the wall. Okay, hold on. We might have to look that one over. Okay, we might have to look that one over. The FC swung a bit wide. He would have tapped the wall, but then the Supra crossed into the FC's past line and squeezed him into the guardrail. We're gonna have to look that one over. Because there's two sides of the coin here. The FC made the mistake and he would have hit the guardrail either way, but the Supra made it worse and held him on the wall a little bit. So we're gonna have to look over the validity of that one. Oh, it's actually tight. I'm trying to think out the schematics in my head. Yeah. I mean, yeah, the FC would have crashed. He maybe would have got a penalty. It's unsure, but the Super kind of hit the FC into the wall. It's normal for the driver behind to hit a leader who messes up. There's no problem with hitting a leader who fucks up. We all know this, right? But if you hit the leader and make it worse for the leader, then you can't just pass the dude. Like, if you hit the leader, you know, you can't avoid him. You hit him, but you then kind of hit him and throw him into a wall and make his penalty worse. You obviously can't run away with that. So we're going to have to look that one up. That might be a restart. I deadass have to save the replay. Yeah, because I don't think it would have been a lot of time, but we can't really prove that, honey. We can't prove that he would or wouldn't have lost a lot of time, but what we can prove is that he would have lost more time by getting squeezed by the Super. That's the idea here of trying to figure out the validity. Because if you got pinched on that, then yeah, we're doing a restart. If you got pinched, then yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying it's wrong that the Super hit the FC. I'm saying that the Super going into the FC and putting him into the guardrail was. Because the Super could have been more left. He could have hit maybe the front fender of the FC and not pinched him, but he hit like the middle of his car. So I think if he hit him at pretty much any other way except the rear fender, then Remy wouldn't have gotten pinched. But he didn't. He got hit in like more the middle of his car and got pinched onto the guardrail a little. Yeah, the contact between the two cars is fine. What followed after is what we're looking at. We're gonna look over that pass. Pinched the FC on the guardrail. And save replay. Alright. We're gonna have to look this one over. Alright. Contact was after the FC over rotated. Yeah, but it's all about what part of the FC he hit, kind of, too. Contact's not the problem. It's what comes after is. So, alright. I can smooth it out. Alright, so the FC brakes too late. He goes into the corner. Pretty middle of the road. He ends up swinging out, goes over the grass. He's like really far off the road. There's entire road here for the Super. The Supra's right on the outside of the FC. And the FC would have hit the guardrail and probably swung to the middle of the road and they would have made contact. But the Supra, who was on the outside of the road, seems like he pinched into the FC, into the guardrail. It's not the Supra's fault that he hit the FC. We've gone over that. The leader makes a mistake, but it's the fact the Supra had this road over here in the FC's fuck up. We wouldn't have given the Supra a warning if he hit the front end of the FC or something like that. The FC fucked up and contact is normal. But the fact the Supra's all the way back here, he hit the side of the FC and pinched him into the guardrail. The FC, does he get a penalty? I'm not sure if the FC got a penalty or not from that though. But either way, the FC lost a lot more time. Yeah, look at that. They like stopped for like a quarter of a second. Let's look at this at full speed. Look at the speed drop that happens when the FC gets pinched by the Supra. The Supra did get a little bit of punishment for that, but I feel like it could have been avoided. Because the Supra's all the way wide, the FC's halfway off the road. So it's kind of the Supra's fault for fucking up the corner and the FC fucking up the corner. And then the Supra goes right into the FC and puts him into a guardrail, which the FC couldn't do anything to avoid because he was already on a bad line. So I'd say that's more likely than not a rerun. Yeah, remember how heavy the Supra is. You brake earlier, then take the inside of the line. Oh yeah, it would have been cool side by side without the pinch. But the Supra, I mean, yeah, they kind of go normal, but how much time did the FC lose getting pinched by the Supra? If there wasn't a penalty for the FC getting pinched, there's still the time lost. Can you look from above? We really need an aerial on this right now. Gamer, let's be a little grounded here. Look. You're gonna tell me this isn't a pinch. Okay, let's run this. FC halfway off the road, Super on the outside. If the Super eases up a bit, he can pull it through the inside. He decides to keep going down, and the Super goes right into the FC. The FC still would have hit the guardrail. He would have slid off maybe, but the Pooper, the Supra, slams kind of into the FC there, pinching him against the guardrail, causing the FC to lose more time. But it's the fact that it wasn't really a clean move. Contact's allowed, of course, but you can't put someone into a wall. We've been over this. You can't put a guy into a guardrail or a wall. Even with the aerial. Yeah, the FC had the rotation. Listen, the Super could have avoided the FC, and he didn't. The Super put the FC into a wall, and it could have costed the FC the race, and it did. I'd say that's a rerun. I'd say we're rerunning it. If anyone has any stipulations, you can try and explain why. You can surely explain why, but that just doesn't seem like a fair move. And I've seen pretty iffy moves. I'm the one who thinks there should be a little bit more leeway on contact between the cars and how speed holds are done. But that, you can't just put someone into a guardrail. Especially if it could have been avoided. Alright, but we're going right back into it here. So yeah, that's my play-by-play on that move. But yeah, what Honey said, if he took the inside, it would have been a dope side-by-side. Oh yeah, Gamer, you just wanna you just wanna talk about the different views of how that could have went down between the two drivers. I'll look at that one later. Oh yeah, I do that all the time. Alright, but we're having a rerun. We have the Supra chasing behind the FC. I will say Taki is definitely a tight map. Making contact is pretty easy to do. It's hard to avoid it. Into the second corner here. Both the cars staying pretty far away from each other this time. I think Donick might be trying to avoid having a rerun again. As long as Donick doesn't put him into a wall, I don't really have any problems. The FC slides into the wall on his own, though. That's the FC's fault. 10 times out of 10. As we have the rerun. Why am I not looking on OBS to see what you guys say? Donick was chill about it. At least he didn't lash out like Aki. Oh, the FC goes into the wall. Supra barely slides by there. A little bit of paint swapping trying to get by the FC. Well, anyways. The FC messes up coming out of that corner to the straight. It's rough. I understand. It's rough coming out of that. Oh. And we saw what would have happened the first round if the Supra wasn't there. All right, well, it looks like the Supra will be having possibly a clean win if he doesn't mess up. Actually, like Aki earlier, yeah. Same rail. Yeah, that's actually really ironic. Yeah, we saw he hit the guardrail, it kind of bounced off. Yeah, we saw the result without the Supra. That's pretty funny. But it looks like the Supra might have this in the bag if he doesn't mess up. It's still possible that Remy could have a chance to win if the Supra makes a drastic mistake like he did. Yeah, same outcome, but Supra, FC, into guardrail. Gotta rerun it. But nah, FC fucked up. FC fucked up. But either way. Yeah. What do I say about this? Oh, yeah, sure thing. Supra prolonged his penalty. Yeah, I don't think the FC actually got a penalty from Akira, though. That's the problem. The FC just lost more time. It's normal to touch cars together to make an opponent lose time on a straight, but he pinched him into a guardrail, so yeah. I feel like I gotta reiterate that. I want to lay them down side by side. Yeah, of course, Gamer. Oh, Remy goes into the wall there. The Supra, I don't even hear the Supra, and I don't see the Supra. The carrot Supra is running away with it right now. Can't wait for the German guy to be wrong and the other German guy right. What? Sorry, huh? Gamer's German? I had no clue, actually. Wait, honey, I'm not German. Okay, I have some German in me because I'm white. So I have a lot of European white in me. I got that German, like Italian. I think I have a little bit of Irish. I got a lot of European stuff in me, but I'm from America. Oh, I'm talking about me and Gamer. You're German, honey? Is everybody Germans here? There's a lot, honey. There's a lot of different kinds of white people go by. You got like European white, you have American white, you have Canadian white. You can't just lump it all together half the time. I'm Caucasian white, like American Caucasian. You know what I mean? Exactly. Well, no shit, I am. Hey, I am from America. America. All right, 332. Supra takes the win on the uphill. Very nice, very nice. All right, we now run to the downhill. Do they already have a lobby up? Probably. I'll just find the IP for that. All right, so CKB takes the win on the uphill of their home course. Very, very nice. PvP battle. Oh shit, I didn't save the replay. Oh, the Gamer, tell one of them to save the replay. Oh, fuck, hold on, can I? Fuck. My bad, Gamer. Alright guys, how's the weather today? Nothing happened there. I totally didn't forget to save the replay. I don't know. I got them some. Okay, good. You still need me to send mine? The first one? I love the delay where I just gotta wait for the message to pop up. Who lead? Oh. Zimber gets POS pick because it is CKB's home course. Oh, I forgot I have water here. Oh my goodness. I forgot I had water on my desk. I got a glass before because I always do better with the water. It keeps my throat running longer when I'm yapping. But yeah. All right, back to looking at OBS. I can see your stuff. A 23 and a 28 between these two cars. This is not looking good for the MR2 here. Yeah, as Hedge teases the idea of passing the EG6 on the straight there. Teases him with that. You guys saw that, right? He went on the outside of the EG6 and then just like stopped real quickly. But both these cars should have pretty much the same effect on Irohazaka, but definitely differences in the course. There's a lot more tighter technical sections than Irohazaka, but there's also a couple longer straights and bends than on Irohazaka. So this could go either way for both of the cars. It seems like the EG6 is definitely making use of that front wheel drive layout here against the MR2's rear wheel drive midship layout. Trying to pull away from him. Once we get to the downhill though, the MR2 might have a bit more of an advantage over the EG6 than the EG6 has over the MR2 right now. The uphill definitely favors the EG6 over traction and speed as a whole right now. Once we get downhill, that mid-engine layout might just work in the MR2's favor here. Letting Hedge catch up a bit, but it's all about how far the EG6 pulls its lead against the MR2 here. Not really sure what to see. At least we don't have a flying NSX this time, guys. Oh, excuse me, that was pretty bad last time. If you guys remember that. Seems like the gap might already be 50 meters between these two drivers as they go down into the midpoint of Takigahara, switching now to downhill. Oh my goodness. Should have seen this morning's race. Dog, it was 3 a.m. Space program, alright. I went to bed at like 12. I spent all of yesterday working on a Forza event. No, because I've been working on an MFGO styled Forza event, right? 5 rounds, all balanced because of tire treads, widths, and all that. And I've been stuck working on round 4. I already have 5, 3, 2, and 1 done, but 4, I just wasn't happy with the layout. It was the biggest mistake in my life. I've been working on it for like 4 days. I've gone through like 10 revisions. I've tried everything to make the cars balanced there, and I think I might have a good layout now. The B classes are balanced with the S classes. No. I have to test out the new layout. I had a new layout. The S and B's were balanced, but then the A's were too slow. So now I made it more straight to give the S's a boost, to give the A's a boost, make the B slower than the A and the S, and then I'll balance out the A's and S by adding like split roads, you know what I mean? It's like, oh my god, bro, because I need to reduce the pace of the S's and A's to make it the same with the B, but I still need them to be faster time-wise so that I could, you know, add things that'll slow them down appropriately. It has been a whole thing, and I still don't have drivers for it either. Oh my goodness. I'm in that FH6 fever. I gotta play FH5, and I've been dying to do something MF Ghost related, so I've been working on that since forever ago. Oh my god. I'll get people eventually. But it seems like the EG6s ran away with it this entire time on the downhill. I was hoping that a 23, wow, very nice from Zimber there. Very nice. 323, ISS takes the win. That means it's a coin flip. ISS won the downhill. MGS won, oh wait, no, CKB won the uphill. Why did I say MGS, not Midnight? I forget the acronym. Coin flip time. Heads uphill. I just always do heads uphill. Fun. Coin flip. Heads, we're doing uphill. All right. All right. All right. Lobby's up. Let me get the IP for it. Yeah, they already got the lobby up just in case. All right. Connect. Random POS. Alright, they're both good. Space program for real. Oh my goodness. Number one. Oh, we got a banger. Number one is a banger. My Remy's taking a second. I need a second to any water. What? Honey, what? Damn, wrong chat. Dude, how do you... Wrong chat? You're in Twitch right now. What do you mean wrong chat? Wait, has Vinko been doing predictions? Is Vinko even here? Because I remember he was doing it earlier. But is he still doing it? Because if not, I'll start doing predictions, because I do have time between the matches, it seems, to get them out and have you guys do like 36. Oh, wow. All right, between the random positions, we got the Super in the lead, the FC chasing. What we've seen so far is that the Super is definitely much faster than the FC on the uphill Taki here. Or the outbound. It's an uphill and a downhill. But on the outbound of Takigahara, if the Super can just keep it safe and play his cards right, he'll be able to probably pull away from the FC and take an easy victories. Both of them swing really wide on that corner. I can't tell if they're doing it intentionally or not, though. It's like they've done it so consistently. It's hard to tell if it's a consistent accident or... Oh! The Super messes up! The FC swings on the outside and gets through, scraping against the wall! Oh my goodness! The Super goes into the guard. I was telling you guys, that corner is rough. That corner, you come out of it at a weird angle. You're much tighter than what you want to be, and it's so easy to go into the wall, but the FC takes the lead here. Now all he's got to do is defend from the Super here, and he might be able to win it for his team. ISS. Oh, and the Super goes into the wall. Oh my god, he makes another mistake, goes into the wall, has to respawn. Oh no. Oh no. The Super struggling to hold their own right now. The FC with a big gap right now. My goodness. Oh my. How far up is the FC? With how big of a gap we saw the Super against the FC in that first outbound match, there's still a chance the Super can catch up to the FC here and catch up. It's still a chance. With how fast we saw that Super and the kind of potential we saw from it, there's still a chance for the Super to catch up to the FC. The problem is, can the Super not only catch up to the FC and get through the FC? It looks like it's about a 5-second gap between the drivers right now. I want to say give or take. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Insane mistakes from the Super. We haven't seen something like that in a while. Gamer, you're acting like you probably haven't had clean side-by-sides on this map, gang. I have. You probably have too. You never see it in a race, though. Downhill didn't come for this map. That's crazy. Any map picks for his own strategy. Yeah, no, I don't know why you guys, honey, why are you guys trying to get the drivers to just immediately lock in their map pick before the match? We've always done it where they're allowed to just decide when it's time to race. It's always been a bit of a strategy too. You know, for drivers, you know, lock in certain cars or certain drivers or all that. Stonic definitely cut the pace down by maybe 2 to 3 seconds, but I don't think it's enough. It looks like the FC is gonna be able to take home a win here if he just keeps it smooth for 2 more corners. And the FC brings it home with a 3:35. I think that's like 15 seconds off like a master pace. Wow. All right. That's that. ISS takes home a 2-1 victory from out of nowhere. Wow. We saw how bad the FC struggled in that first outbound match between the Supra, but it seems like the roles got a bit reversed here, and the Supra was the one who went into that wall. That is unfortunate. Oh my goodness. Can I slow this down? We need to go to voice act. They want to talk it out as all right. Wow. ISS takes the victory. All right, cool. Now what? Did Vingo start a prediction? I didn't check if Vingo was doing predictions or not, if he's even here. CK, who will win the uphill? Created one viewer. Yeah, everybody bet against ISS. Wow, some guy made a bunch of money if that was the uphill for the rematch. Now you wait 1 hour for the next race. Yeah, honey, I don't know if I should just close stream or keep it running, because I do stupid shit like this all the time where I'll keep it running instead. Like if the race is like in 30 minutes, I'm gonna keep it running, but is an hour too much? Close it low. I don't know. I'm trying to decide, because we could play like Minesweeper for like an hour. Does he got that much energy? Honey, were you around when we had like the 6-hour stream that I had to do? Were you around for that? Oh my goodness. I think it was 6 hours, or I think it may have been 4 hours to back to back to back. It was like 3 races, maybe 4 or 5 hours. Not 3 races, 3 team battles. It was crazy. Actually, banana, dude. You guys want to play chess? We do. There's some talkie. Hold on. Why? All right, you can't actually at me because I'm not the actual account. You see, gamer, you're adding the account, but I don't have access to account. I have access to the code that lets me stream out. So anytime you add it, it's like, what are you doing? But not good. Next was 4 hours actually pulling my hair off because everyone was too slow making lives for real. Dude, gamer, I haven't played IU in like 3 weeks. That's the problem. I've just not played this game. It's not that it's not a fun game. I just why do I fight anymore? Just to suffer. Not good. It's like I'm having my try 2 years. True. No, it's the fact I have to go back to the Evo 3. Like I'm having fun with like a car like the S14 and stuff, because the S14 is really nice. It's like Evo 3. I like the Evo 3. I like to drive it more. Oh my goodness. Alright guys, we're pausing this. Alright, now what? Wait, chess? Nothing crazy open. Alright, now we're good. Guys, we're playing. What do we play? We play solitaire? I don't actually know. I've been running this version for maybe 20 minutes over the last 2 weeks. Bruh. Well, I mean, I saw I was in the VC when you and Shu were testing out like the new the super build for the test build and stuff. Stream gamer and I race. Ah, that could work. All right, hold on. Give me a lobby. Give me an IP. That or I just go and play like Forza or something. Guys, you guys would love how I drive Forza. Trust, I'm the greatest. Dude, no, I set up my racing setup and boot up iRacing. No, dude, I actually got protested in iRacing. I'm not gonna lie, I have to tell you guys about it. So I first of all, I race clean in iRacing. I'm a clean racer, first of all. But in practice, when it's like the qualifying is ready for us to switch over to the qualifying thing, you know, maybe I might murder someone real quick because it's just practice. There's no harm, no foul. Apparently I hit a guy who may have been in a motion rig and injured himself. No clue if it's actually true or not, but I got protested because of it. So my bad. No harm, no foul. Apparently there was a lot of harm actually. So my bad. I'm gonna lose on any. That's crazy. You got this, gamer. We get the stream races for an hour. Oh, Kai is here. Kai, you missed all of the team battle. Now I'm just keeping the stream open for an hour because the race is like in an hour. There's no real point for me closing it for like 30 minutes and then restarting it, really. You picked the car I drive. Ooh. Tough, tough. What is the score? Oh, ISS 1. 2-0. Oh, let me put that in team battle results actually real quick. I did not do that. If it exists. Oh, it's just the leaderboard, is it now? Yeah, hold on. Let me update it real quick. Wait, hold on. Does that mean who beat him? It was CK. Oh no, ISS stays exactly at the top. The only change is that they just have another win, I guess. ISS wins against, what is it? CKB. It was B, right? It's not M. I gotta go to this. Yes, it is B. So I just don't change any of the positions, but I just update it to say that ISS beat CKB. Simple. Oh yeah. GG. Thank you all. Good luck. Yeah, looking for racers. Hold on, what's this? ISS looking for I'm sorry. ISS posted a looking for spec plus uphiller and they're looking for racers after losing on the uphill. Or no wait, ISS won the uphill. Wait, hold on. No, well they won the uphill because the super fucked up, but that's kind of fucked. Oh, he ever sent me the ZT. That's messed up. Immediately right after the race being like, yo, can we get a different uphiller? That's kind of fucked. I'm not gonna lie. All right, but let's watch this race. The only problem with staying on the stream is that I am a bit hungry, but I'll figure that out after I'm done. Surely. Make like probably a sandwich or something. I don't know. Oh, they started. I didn't even know they started. Hold on, let me turn the music back on. Dude, no, I'm hyped for this week though, because Tuesday I have a kart race, right? So I'm currently in contention for a K1 Speeds like championship, like the world championship. Got a pretty good prize pool actually. So I'm excited for that if I win that, because then I could use that for a racing school and stuff like that. And also just looks good if you win a world championship. And right now I'm in contention for it, so. The only reason I'm second in contention, I'm second place in overall standings right now, and that's only because it's completely random what carts you get. You know, not all of them are the same. Some go through a lot more wear and tear. I know if those carts were even, I'd be able to take first place. I just gotta prove that this Tuesday. Get it down, get it done. But we have an FC versus an NSX on the downhill Sadamine, the whiteout NSX, and the regular white FC. I feel like there's something up with like the paints, because look at the FC. It's like this. It's a white just like the NSX, but the The NSX, it looks like such a weird white. It's like the gloss of it. I don't know why, but the standard cars, they look really good in their natural colors, because like the natural colors, they just don't have any weird gloss. But when you add a new color like red, blue, green, black, all that, it just looks odd. That's why I don't change my cars. I don't know why, and I think Absolute should like look into it. It just doesn't have a good looking gloss, so it's like really bright or really just weird. Like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like the FC, it looks really good, and then the NSX, it looks good on the white, but it's just the way the white looks, you know? I don't know. It seems like the FC's putting a bit of a good gap on the NSX here, going into the first hairpin of that's not the first hairpin. What am I talking about? The large hairpin, the really big hairpin. The first hairpin of the with the one spot that Takumi started in the actual race in NSLD. Oh, okay. Lag. Alright, but seems like Gamer's trying his hardest to keep up with the FC. FC swinging a bit wide on those corners. We saw him had to do a bit of an inertial drift to swing out of it. It's a bit of lag on ends here. Yeah, Honey's trying to run away with it right now in that FC. That FC's always been a really good car, so he's trying his best to outpace that NSX. I heard the NSX might be going through a minor change in testing. I'm not too sure if it's true though. I'd have to ask Gamer. He would know the most about it. He's a part of the testers and he drives NSX. I would have to ask him about it. But the NSX has always gone through like a lot of changes. I remember back when I like got back into this game, I had a couple like days where I called myself an NSX main. Or no wait, I got like really into NSX for a while. I remember. Because I had a race against Toby. Okay, there were 2 points in my initial Unity quote unquote career where I was into the NSX, and they were both vastly different from each other. Because I remember when the NSX was like really stiff and it really felt like a grip car. It was like the FC when it understeered. It felt pretty good. It felt like how I'd imagine the NSX would drive at those speeds with the downforce it had. You know, obviously it should have better turn-in, but like at the speeds it was able to go through the corners at a faster speed than the FC. It made sense that it would understeer at those higher speeds. So that's how speed and understeer works, you know? And the way the tires grip, you know, we're just on regular street tires over here, regular sport, street, whatever. It's like, I liked it. And then they went through changes, and I still like the NSX, but I feel like it's just way more drifty. Like, not that I have a problem with it drifting, it's just like, I feel like you gotta use a lot more angle. As both the drivers are lagging out here. This is very, yeah, I can't say anything about this. They're just both in the wall for me. This is a tragic end. I don't know if either of them won or not. I don't even know if either of them have finished yet. The lobby exploded. Ugh. Oh, there it goes. Well, shoot, man. Well, now what? Oh, they're in the middle of that, and they probably don't know I lagged out. Where's my phone? I gotta check something real quick. I gotta doodle on my phone. Hold on. These regular teenager things. I gotta stare at my phone for like at least 20 hours a day. I'm on the wrong account on my phone. Hold on. Nah, I went to lobby. Bro, how? Seriously, why is it not showing me what I want to see? Alright, whatever. Let's join the lobby again. I'm debating on what to boot up once these guys are done racing, because I could boot up Forza, I could boot up something stupid like Roblox and we mess around on that. I just don't have anything else to do, so I'd rather just keep the stream open. Just wait for the next race. Guys, we're gonna play Steal a Brain Rot. No, I'm kidding. Play the Forest. I've been playing Sons of the Forest recently with my friends from school. Yeah, Sons of the Forest is real good. I played the first game. I actually played the first game in VR, which is like the fattest trip ever. Just swinging an axe at cannibals and stuff. Mutants, throwing Molotovs at them. Truly horrifying. But yeah, Sons of the Forest is cool. You got Kelvin, I think that's his name. Calvin. You got like that one lady, Virginia. She's cool. Got all the crazy stuff. What did you miss? You missed like an entire race. No, good. I'm bored. I'm keeping the stream open until the next race, and we're just goofing off at this point. One day we'll do another tournament style thing with a random car and a random map one day. When is the next race? It's in like 45 minutes. No, dude, because I was honestly, when other Kenny was like doing the new rules and stuff season, like the golden rules stuff and like the possible like driver v team stuff, I was actually hyped for like the idea that a driver, like a regular dude, could just like race an entire team, and people decided not to really go with it. I feel like it kind of wasted that potential, because we then talked about like, what if we did it as an event kind of thing. We have like one of the elite drivers use a car and go under a different name, like the actual like initial D name, like someone driving the 8.6 would be Takumi Fujiwara, you know, someone driving the NSX would be Go Hojo, you know, and then have them race the teams, because I feel like that'd be a really cool event, like something new and different, because we don't have much of that in this space. We don't really post cool videos like Touge Shikai. We don't host tournaments. We don't do any kind of cool events. So I feel like if we did have a special week where like we did decide to have a top driver race an entire team, it'd be cool, not because it's a guy racing a team. Okay, well, that would be cool, but because it's something different. And we kind of lack a lot of that right now. Like, we kind of do. It's like, I've debated making stuff again, but it's like, I really do not have the motivation for that. Nor does anybody else really want to do any stuff either. I don't know. I feel like we're kind of in a tailspin with Initial Unity right now. It's like, we're trying to get fixes for the cars, and like, it's not working out. We try and get players, and it's slow. We get overshadowed by the other Initial D communities that are doing much better because they have easier access stuff. I mean, like, Ominous Runners, a lot of you should know what Ominous Runners is. It's like the best Initial D game on Roblox. Like, it's on side by side. Oh, we have the FC on the outside. The NSX, he does a speed cancel. Down on the brakes. Honey, brakes later, holds his line. The NSX trying to hold the FC, and the FC gets through. The FC gets through on the NSX there. Very nice pass, but the NSX isn't done yet. On the outside of the FC eases off the brake. The FC understeers a bit. The NSX trying to hold it. They make contact. The corners of their cars, they're going down under braking. FC swings a bit wide, oversteers, but the NSX can't make anything of it. Oh my god. Very nice pass on the NSX from the FC. Very nice. Like I was saying, I feel like it's hard for Initial Unity to get out there, you know? It's like, we don't make videos, we don't host cool events, we just do team battles that are pretty annoying to set up sometimes, because we have a lot of rules for it, you know? I feel like there is some whimsy that we lost, kind of making it more like MFG regulations and stuff like that. Not saying that we shouldn't have rules for certain things and what counts as reruns and all that, because obviously we need stuff like that, but I feel like it's so unstreamlined, and it's like lost a lot of that potency it once had. Yeah, we hosted like a tournament before. Unbiased did. It was Downhill, Akina, and the DC2. I can't remember who won. Who did win? I think it was Lake. It may have been Lake or Shu. I don't remember. I'm having trouble remembering. But like, we haven't done anything cool in a while, and people are finding out about this game at a much slower rate than they used to. I got into Initial Unity because I found a video about it that was the modded version. I saw a Genesis video, and I was like, wait a second, the NSX ain't in the game. Is that Nagao? And I was like, holy hell, I gotta get back into this and check things out. Yeah, it was Shu. I was like, we just don't have much of that. I mean, we make videos every now and then, all of us combined, like all the people. It's like, I don't know. We haven't done anything promotional. We haven't done anything cool. We don't do any cool events, and we don't have anything to get more people. You know, Touge Shikai, it's on Steam. It's easy to find. You can do filterings. You can do popularity. You can do that. Ominous Runner is easy to find on Roblox because it's a popular game. It's got good ratings, and it has a lot of variability. It's got like every map. It's even got maps in the other arcade games. It's got the cars specific from the arcade games and the cars from Initial D. And even then, some of the mods make specific cars for certain people, like little slot cars. They're balanced, or I don't know if they actually are. Like, even the mods will do stuff just to entice some people who are like really put effort into the game and help it grow, you know? We don't have anything cool like that. We're really bare bones. And I think it's really starting to shine the longer Initial Unity's been having its run. You know? Truly, we are in a tailspin that we are kind of stuck in unless we figure out a way to counter steer out of it. It's also the reception that a lot of things have been going recently. You know, Kenny tried to instate the golden rule idea and everybody hated it. I hated it personally. I truly hated it. Like, bottom of my heart, despise that because it's a terrible rule. It's also, you know, there's just not been a lot of good calls recently. The golden rule stuff, trying to go against it. We had the organization of the channels and stuff, which was fine. But I mean, some stuff were removed that people wanted back, and so the mods kind of appreciating the feedback or anything that just told us to go to different channels and do other stuff that we weren't used to. Because there's a lot of people who've been around longer than the other people, you know? Like, certain things go certain places, you know? As little as it means on a site like Discord, because Discord, it's like everything kind of has its place and purpose, you know, just like everyone. I just feel like trying to abstain that it should just go somewhere else. It's just kind of like, what are we doing? Just bring this back and it'll make people happier. It's easier. You know, I'm happy photo of the week and screenshots are back, but we're still missing some other stuff that are cool, like Twitch clips. I know you could put that on media easily. Those are shit posts. It's like, I remember it's specific. You can find something you want to find. Especially with how active the server can be on some regards of channels. I don't know. I feel like the organization of the server, I like the layout now. They made it much better, but it feels more unorganized, you know? It's all tidy, but it's still somehow unorganized. I don't know. This is like a half-assed vent about initially. Oh, the NSX messes up and Honey takes the pass there. Wow. Yeah. I feel like we don't talk about what's going on for Initial Unity as a whole either that much. I'll talk about it every now and then, but it's been a while since I've been able to go in depth about the state of it right now. I don't know. I feel like if something doesn't change, this game isn't really going to get the chance to grow more. It did have a bit of a peak back then. You talk to Honey, he'll talk about it for hours on end, how much more interesting it was. We've kind of passed that peak, but just because we passed it doesn't mean there's not another peak, you know? A mountain can have several, you know, points that are almost at the top, you know? Oh, as the NSX comes out of the corner better, has more speed, down under braking. They both brake at the same time. Gamer on the outside tries to switch down to the inside. Both the cars recover at the same time. The NSX with the higher speed, he might be able to make a move. Down under braking. No, he doesn't take it. Ah. You know, it's like if the peak was Mount Everest, there's still a bunch of like other points on Mount Everest that are still extremely high up. You know what I mean? You know, they might not be as high, but they're still high. It's not like you still can't reach Mount Everest. There's plenty of people who'll climb it once and then climb it again, you know? Yeah, you guys get it. Yeah. Oh, lag. Question mark? Lag? Oh, yes, lag. I don't know. I feel like if there was a way to put Initial Unity on Steam somehow, I feel like popularity would increase. I feel like if we had more people who decide to make stuff, and like we're more bonded together, then we'd also get more people. feel like if the rules are a bit more, I don't know. I'm not sure about the rules. The rules seem fine, but it's just the way they get stated sometimes. It just seems unnecessary on some accounts. Like, obviously not the ones where it's like you hit somebody, that's obviously a penalty, you know? That's fine. That's not over excessive or shouldn't be here, you know? But just like other stuff, like times when you choose map picks, or times when you do this, times of races. I mean, relegating races to certain days, times, all that. Trying to cut down on how long a race can be or how short a race can be. Because a race is a race. A race takes as long as a race takes the race. You can't just change that. It's something you can't change. It's something you shouldn't change either. And that was kind of the problem with the golden race too. I mean, if you do it skillfully by making it more difficult to keep it going, then yeah, that's fine. But just completely throwing out any skill for or any opportunity, or rather change, or not change, rather, how do I put this? Beauty? No. Chance. Any chance for it? It's just, what are we doing? I don't know. I think I'm tripping on words a little. I'm not a philosopher over here. I'm a high schooler. I'm a high schooler who races karts and sim races all day. We got the FC and the FD, a classic matchup between these two cars on the downhill Tsubaki here. Love Tsubaki. Tsubaki's beat. Go, beat, crazy. He's literally talking. No, for real. No, I'm Wateroo. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Actually, showing back. I'm not talking because I'm Wateroo. I drive a shitty pass just like him, and my car is it's tough. It is. It's, you know, the 8.6 is a cool car, but you can't say it's like a high-end car. You can't really say it's like a luxury or sport. You might be able to say it's a sport car. It's got a more sporty suspension, of course, but like you can't really call it a sports car, you know. Can't really call mine either, though it calls itself one. It's Kyoichi. Dude, I wish I was Kyoichi. Dude, no, they did Kyoichi so wrong in it. Like, initially, like, Kyoichi's the coolest character. I love Kyoichi in Initial D, but like, it's hard to believe Kyoichi would lose a race in Initial D. Every race Kyoichi was in, aside from the one where Takumi blew up his engine, I'm pretty sure he lost. I mean, dude, he comes from the same background as Ryosuke and has an even better car, and you're gonna tell me that he's just bad at turning, right? I mean, he did Gymkhana, he did circuit racing, he's a circuit racer, he does Gymkhana, he does mountain pass, he drives a like the perfect car for mountain passes. Like, front wheels and all wheels usually reign better than the rear wheels. He's got an all-wheel, anti-lag, he's got constant boost of 360 HP, which, yeah, slower cars can take a corner faster because of how torque works, but an all-wheel drive that has more grip, and a seasoned veteran like Kyoichi who specializes in slow corners and corners in general because he did Gymkhana, it seems so unlikely he would lose a race, but you know, it's Initial D. I mean, it could just be raw experience from Takumi doing mountain pass, because Takumi's doing mountain passes for like 5 years. But I mean, Kyoichi's been doing all sorts of stuff for even as long as Takumi, because like he does mountain pass too. Kyoichi's done mountain pass for like, I think if we think about it in the timeline of Initial D, it's probably about a year or two. He's done stuff like that, maybe longer actually. And then he did all the Gymkhana stuff. He does all the circuit racing. He knows everything about his car, just like Takumi, because he's been driving it for an extremely long time, just like him. If Kyoichi was as fast as Takumi, he could do it. He could probably do a Fujiwara zone because of how tethered he is to that thing. Like, for real. Just had that same quickness and crazy plot armor. Takumi's goated. No shade to Takumi. He's the goat. But like, you know. I guess the mountain pass truly is a work of mystery. Kyoichi's still my goat though. We love Kyoichi. What am I gonna say? No clue. No, I run the pass like water because my pass here in America, there's a lot of toges in America, like a fuck ton, especially in California. Because you gotta think about America's huge. This place is big. You can fit a lot of like European states and countries inside of America. There's a reason why Americans take vacations in America. This place is fucking huge. So there's a lot of mountains, right? And there's a lot of terrain too, in a lot of the states too, you know. And here in Cali, it's no exception. And Cali's actually one of like the best for mountain passes. And I live like 30-40 minutes away from like my pass. It's very nice. Well, I can't say it's nice. It's very bumpy. It's uneven. There's cracks in the road. It has tight spots, it has wide spots. There's a lot of parts where it goes up and down. It's not an outbound or an inbound, essentially. It still goes up and down. Like, there's a lot of points where it'll even out and go down a little bit and then back up. Kind of like Shomaru. So I'm literally American Wataru. I'm literally him. And I think Honey had to leave. Is that what he said? Hold on. I think so. Shoot, now what? 30 minutes until the race. Oh goodness. I think I have a video of me driving the pass actually. Hold on. I'm so for real. Hold on. Let me switch the game. Yeah. Because I think I uploaded a video of it unlisted just so I could like ever go back to if I need to. Because I was recording it. I had like like my phone duct taped to my chair, like the passenger side. Where is it at? Manage videos. So hold on, let me show you guys. Yeah. It's not me speeding on it, obviously. It's just me driving the course because it's like my first time on the course, right? So I did record me going through it. So I'll show you guys that real quick. Desktop. Yeah. I called it an outbound though, but it's pretty sure it's just an uphill. Yeah. So it's very narrow on some parts. You can easily fit 2 cars between it. It's not as tight as Shomaru, but it's very uneven. Like the car will jolt up and down a bit. The road doesn't have that much hold. Like look at that. It's beautiful. It's very narrow. It doesn't have a lane dividing the cars, and it's a tight squeeze if you kind of have to like go through another car, or not go through another car. If there's 2 cars going the same way, you kind of like gotta pull over to the side. You know, there's a lot of trees. It's a nice course. I like it. It's got a lot of windy spots. Got the left and the right. There's a couple hairpins. I actually have a map of it. I made like an outline map. It's a very bright day. I did it in the morning. You see all the bumps. There's no guardrails on most of the parts, so if you fly off, you're dead. If there were guardrails, they would be fucked up. They would be fucked up. You either got the dirt wall here that's as steep as like 80 degrees, or you got no guardrail and trees. Just uneven. I like it though. I'm literally Wataru. I'll have to show you more parts because I want to show you guys the bridge in a moment. I just want to see what you guys are saying. Oh, nothing cool. Hold on. Let me skip to the bridge because there's like a really cool bridge. It's definitely more paved like somewhere here though. The road looks much better. It's a little bit, but you can tell. Still got like a crack in the middle though. Let's see, where's that bridge? Yeah, there's actually quite a few straights on it. The fastest I've gotten on this course on the downhill was on one of the straights. I think I hit 75 miles an hour, which what does that translate to in kilometers an hour? I think that's like 120. 75 miles per hour to kilometers per hour. Yeah, 120 exactly. Yes. It's a nice pass. I don't have a front wheel, so it works out very nice. I need to get me like a rear sway bar though, because I've accidentally like swung the rear out on this course a few times, like under braking, because it gets very steep on some parts, so it's easy to destabilize if you're not braking right. So I didn't brake the best. I just ended up like swinging the rear out a bit. I kind of had to pull it back in. But yeah, you see the car jolting up and down a bit on the road. Because my phone is like firm on the seats. And I got like a really good suspension. My car's got a pretty high suspension, and the wheels can go up pretty high to where the wheels go down. You get what I mean? It's got a higher suspension. You can really go up and down. Yeah, it's nice. But where's the bridge? I love the bridge. The bridge is so cool. It's also a hairpin, I think. Pretty sure it's towards the end. Because going downhill, it's like after 3 minutes of driving the course, you're at the bridge. I have like cool pictures of it. Not this. This is one of the hairpins, though. It's between two rocks of a bridge. Very cool. Let me find the bridge. I may have accidentally passed it, though. Because I recognize most of this road, and I think I did. Yeah, no, I passed it. I'm towards the top of the mountain right now. I can tell. Right here, I'm gonna do the next best thing. And playback speed. 4. Premium? Are we serious? Bruh. Just 2. I'm driving just the regular speed limit, so speed it up and skip. That's the method. Guys, this will work, trust. Oh wait, I can look at this while I look at the stream. Here's Koichi. Oh yeah, that works beautifully. Wish you guys haven't said anything. Only got like 20 minutes until the race, guys. I think. Wait, what was I trying to check? Ah, 12 people. That's what I was checking. I like it. It's not exactly the same as Shomu. Shomu is much more tight, but the road conditions are kind of the same. There's a lot of uneven parts. It can be slidey. Check out Green Guy. He did all the Japanese stories. Oh yeah, I think I saw videos on that. Yeah, the problem with that is that they got speed bumps on all those Touges. Here in the USA, we don't got those. I don't think I don't think any police enforcement think about racing on the mountain passes. Whoever puts speed bumps on there, whoever enforces the speed limit on a mountain pass. Yeah, we don't got speed bumps. I didn't see any speed bumps. Yeah, no, unlike most of the Japanese Touges, they have speed bumps on them because of initial D. So you can't really race on them. I mean, you could still race on them and just kind of fly over the bumps theoretically, but like you're definitely gonna damage a lowered car if you hit that really fast. Some of them are probably because they're dangerous, not public density. Yeah, very much. There's a guardrail. Like no guardrails on this course. It is just you fucked up your flying. Kenny IRL stream. Yeah. No, I'm showing off one of the passes right now that I race. Dude, no, I have to show you guys once I get a video of it. There's another pass right next to this one that has like a super cool bridge. That's like oh, it does. That has like a bridge. It has another bridge, but the bridge I'm talking about in this one's like concrete and stuff. That one's wood and has enough space to fit like one car. It's super cool. It's like a really narrow spot. It's like 2 cars could not fit there. Like no matter how you put it, but it's so cool. I'm trying to find the bridge on here because it's a cool bridge. It's all like it's over a stream of water. It's got like all the graffiti on it. It's got like a sign graffiti too. Just looks cool. I have a picture of it if we can't find it because I'm impatient. The passenger princess. That's my phone. No, I taped my phone to the passenger seat. So I'm the one driving. I would not let anybody else drive it past, bro. In my car, no. How the fuck does it move that? I'm not really sure. I haven't figured that out yet. I think there's the hairpin earlier. Yeah, there's the hairpin between the 2 rocks, the 2 stone parts. So it should be after this point that the concrete bridge I'm talking about is. Probably a bit loose, yeah. I haven't found a good way to position the camera. I tried. Yeah, it looks nice. I tried taping it to the center console. I put the center console up, right? And I tried taping it to that, and it worked out really nicely. But I didn't think about that once I floor it going down the mountain, that the center console would move with the force and go, oh, I found it, I found it. Look at that. Cool concrete bridge, right? So once I started my downhill run, the center console moved back, and all you could see on the run was like the windshield and the roof of my car, my fucked up car. I got a picture of it somewhere. Hold on, let me put you guys on this real quick. Yeah, really. I want it like on a different position though. I know I got pictures on a server that I keep. Hold on, let me show you guys the map of it real quick, because I made a picture. Is it Mount Palomar? No, that's something else. It is, yes, Rock Creek Road. All right. Hold on. Let me save this image. Let's save this image and pull it up in my files. I don't want to show anything else. And then I'll switch to desktop once I have it pulled up. All right, switch to desktop. This is the map I made of it. I love it. I think it's about a 20-minute course if you just go at the speed limit, but I think, I don't know what my record is, because every time I try and do a record, I always run into a car at the bottom. I have to stay behind them because there's like no room to pass. It's a lot of trucks that go by too, like really big trucks. So I've never really gotten one on recording where I had a full run. I've gotten runs on recording, but I get like stopped at the halfway point. And I don't actually have a time. No, I could bring my watch with me next time, or stopwatch actually. I have to time it. I think it's probably possible in 17, 15 minutes around that area. I could probably do an 18. Maybe I have a record I forgot. Do it at night. Yeah. I do it in the mornings. Because I technically don't have like my license. I have a license for like when you're under 18. Because I'm 17, right? I have my driver's license, but it's like a special kind of like driver's license. It's a vertical one, not a horizontal. So I'm not allowed to drive at certain times. I don't think I'm allowed to drive past 10 p.m. or before 5 a.m. Yeah, Agnes. I can't really do it before that. So I just do it as early in the morning as I can. Because my parents, I don't want them to know I'm sneaking out. So that's to make sure no one heard that. But they're 20ish? No, I'm 17, dude. It's tragic. Because my parents leave for work at like 7 in the morning. So I'll just wake up same time they do. Once they leave, get my car. But I'm drive up there 40 minutes. Around like 8 or 9 a.m. I'm running the Touge. Because not a lot of people take the road. And I obviously stay in my lane. I'm driving illegally, going too fast, but like I'm not gonna go into the other lane on a blind corner. No, I'm not stupid. Especially when you can't see headlights because it's completely day and no one has their headlights on. Yeah, you don't know if a car's there or not. I don't know. Just gotta stay in your lane. Unless it's completely open and there's no cars there, then yeah, I'll go into the other lane. Gotta hit the apex, man. If I know there's no risk, then I'm gonna push. But yeah, it's peak. What was I looking for? Right, I have other pictures too. Let me put you guys on game real quick. Cause I have cool pictures of Touge. I think I put it in my collection. Hold on. That's Formula Drift. That's homework shit. Oh my god, gifts me that. Oh my god, where's it at? Oh. Oh, hold on, I got that, but I want the bridge pick. I like the bridge pick. That was my second time I went up. Ah, here we are. Save image. I pull it up in files. And then I switch to desktop. So yeah, this is the bridge that I keep talking about because I like the bridge. It's really cool. You pass over the concrete bridge. Got the walls. I like the sign: dangerous high water, hazardous condition, swift water. Looks cool. The bent sign, all the graffiti on it, obviously. It's nice. It's cool. There's also not a bad picture too. This is one of my better ones. I am literally Wataru Akiyama. Boom. Now what? Oh shoot. We get 15 minutes until the race. This is when I normally be talking before the race. Alright, hold on, let me. Alright, hold on. Did I change the stream name to CKB versus no I didn't. Alright. Edit stream info, broadcast options. I need to change the name to the race we just had. I forgot. I think it'll save as that name. I kind of forget. Twitch is weird. CKM, CKB, not CKM. Let me save. There we go. Okay, hopefully that changes the name, and then I think I'll do a rerun on the stream itself, I think. Wait, hold on. Oh, wait, I could just change the name to say CKB and the other race. Okay, who are the other people racing? It's ZF and, what is ZF? NS versus ZF. NS versus... So I'll just put that in the name. And there's just an hour of me talking about mountain roads and watching Honey and Gamer race. What's going on in team creation? Nothing, never mind. Bono. Oh wait, let me post the thing about hold on, guys. Stream is starting, guys. Stream is starting. Like it hasn't been going the whole time. Alright, let me do another ping for viewers about ZF versus NS. ZF versus NS. Why did I put NS? NS. It is NS, right? Yes, it is. All right. Ooh. I had to stretch. Very loudly. All right, let me update the thingy in the top right. We have ZF versus NS. I hit cancel right as I made the changes. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose it. Come on. No. Alright, good enough. Why is it so far to the right? I gotta move it. I don't think it moves for the other things. No, it just stays in the same spot. It's like it'll update the name and the scoring, but it won't update the position. There has to be a way to fix that, right? It's gotta be. So annoying. Yeah, dude, Forza Horizon 6 is gonna be so peak. That's why I'm working on my FH5 event, the MF Ghost shit I was talking about earlier. That's taking forever. I'm almost done with it though. So close. Just round 4, dude. Ah! Then I gotta find people. So, shit. But no, FH6 is gonna be peak. It's in Japan. I mean, have you guys heard about the map? It might be bigger than like what GTA 6 is, I've heard. It's supposed to be huge. So we're definitely getting quite a couple passes from, you know, actual Japan that we're in Initial D, you know, Mount Haruna, all that. If you get the race, oh my god, there's so many things you could do. You can make an actual MF Ghost. When it starts, what? Dude, wait. If my event for FH5, MF Ghost stuff goes well, I might do like an actual one for FH6, because you can make like the actual courses technically. If the map is big enough and it's accurate to Japan, you can make the actual courses from MF Ghost in FH6. Theoretically. Because it takes place around like, what, Mount Fuji? No. Yes? No, well, it's near Hakone. I remember that. It's near Hakone Turnpike. So it's somewhere. Lake Ashinoko, all that good stuff. The Peninsula, Monozura, Seaside Double Lane, Ashinoko. What was the last one? The something Ghost, I forget. Odawara. Yeah, Odawara Pikes Peak, that's the first race. Is it Odawara Ghost? It's not Odawara Ghost, the last course. There's no way that's the name. Also, what starts Parati? Or S1 or whatever. Cheer. Ooh. My legs are killing me. I haven't done anything. Dude, I don't know how Ryosuke made his event all balanced in the anime. I need to talk more about my forces stuff real quick. So I've spent so long regulating upgrades and points for using upgrades for the certain rounds, and oh my god, how did he balance anything with tire wear? I can understand it with that. It's like, oh my god, it was so long. Yeah, I heard the Monozura is on AC. No, because I heard that Touge Shikai, they made a Monozura. They made a Peninsula Monozura. Or something like that. I don't know if it's the full scale one or if it's just part of it. But it looks legit. It looks dope. Damn, I'm jealous because I only play Initial Unity. I have Touge Shikai. I have the game. I got it back before it like costed money. I've had it for a long time. It's like, I don't want to learn Touge Shikai. I had its run with it. I'm not running again. Dude, the Peninsula Monozura will be so fire. Dude, I don't even know if we have an actual Odawara Pikes Peak yet. For any game, for any mod, for anything, I want an actual Odawara Pikes Peak. Because all we have is Hakone's Uphill. That's like it. We have Odawara Circuit from one of the arcade games, but the Odawara Circuit sucks, okay? You know, like 2-minute course. 2-minute course. Oh my god. So annoying. I just want Odawara Pikes Peak. Because we have the death zone from Ashinoko in this game. I'm pretty sure. Do they have a full scale Ashinoko and Touge Shikai? Ashinoko GT, whatever the hell it's called. I don't remember. 8 minutes till the race though. So is that, and then if we get the Peninsula Monozura, ooh, dope. Because the Peninsula Monozura is dope. I watch MF Ghost all the time. I love season 3 so far. Latest episode was honestly pretty good for not having anything racing related. I won't say anything that happens, but you know, it's good. They're handling their slice of life part of MF Ghost pretty good now. I like it. It's good. But you know, the Peninsula is a cool map. It's like it's a cool route. I feel like we didn't really get to see too much of it in like the anime because it like looks like such a big course. It's like it splits out several parts. There's a bunch of those 90 parts. I feel like we kind of skipped over some of it. And to add the Toyo GT86 Ghost, huh? Oh, like initially, I don't know. Ask someone else. Don't ask me. I highly doubt it. If the GT ever gets added to this game, it'll probably be one of the last cars. It's an Initial D game, so we've been focusing on the cars from Initial D. You know, we got Kenta's S14 and Kogashiwa's MR2 and MRS. Condition is good. Wow, dope. I'm hyped for the Seaside Double Lane for MF Ghost, though. I heard it's a good map. I mean, a good route. Good race. Well, I haven't heard anything about the race itself, but I've heard like it looks interesting. It looks interesting. I think there's like tunnels or something like that, unless that's the last one. Because I think I saw like a little fan animation like a couple years back when it was more like just season 1 was still coming out of the course. Yeah, I only read the Ashinoko race in the manga because I was debating reading the 3rd one in the manga. But it's like, I didn't know there's a jump. Okay, now I don't feel crazy for being able to get airtime on one of the rounds I've been making for my Forza event. But I didn't read the third race in the manga, or the first, because I read the second race and I figured, oh, season 2 will probably just be the second race. And then we had part of the third race, which I wasn't expecting. And I was like, and then it cut it short, and I was like, well, I can't just read the manga now. I just got to see it be animated for like 2 laps, you know? And I'm sure I'll get the next race, and then it gets delayed by like 2 months, 3 months. So I just didn't read the third race. I might read the fourth one though. Unless we get to see some of the fourth race this season, then I'll probably read it in the manga. Because we have that like summer break in between the 3 and the 4. Third and the fourth race, I know that. They mentioned that in the anime, I'm already on it. But like how fast that goes by is, it's gonna really depend. Okay, hold on. I haven't been talking much. I need to ping the 2 teams. I was doing something. My bad. Can I just not add the teams or something? Come on. Hold on, I gotta make a session real quick for the thing. Yeah, initial AD reborn battle pick. What is it? It is Alright, 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 we're working some things out. Oh my goodness. A rumor 13 episodes. Ooh. I'm checking leaderboard. I think I can set it up for it. ZF is above NS. Okay. We're currently waking up Zero Fighter. We're getting NS is setting up their stuff. Oh, Vingo's here. Alright, this time I'll do predictions. I don't think Vingo's in the chat. I don't know if he is. He might be. But I don't know how much of it he was doing. So I'll also try and man predictions too. Bro, where's ZF at? All right, little bit of delay. We're waiting for Zero Fighter. Zero Fighter does have access to the thread, right? Dog. Alright, I guess they just can't see the thread. Let me spectate. Alright, so ZF picked Tsukuba. NS picked Akina. Alright, I think we start with the higher on the leaderboard. And that's how we've been running it for a moment now. Oh, okay, we just... Oh my god, mate. Alright. Alright. I had to take a moment there where I was talking with my fellow companions on rules and whatnot. Oh my god. Talk about awkward. So we're getting a lobby up now. We're gonna start with Akina, which is NS's home course. We technically ran it wrong last race. We're not supposed to do the higher on the leaderboard. Honey! Falling after what you were doing, twin. Because I figured that since the other Kenny was so on board with all the changes with the map stuff, the certain stuff with Crow, I was like, all right, they probably just made it so we're doing the one on who's higher on the leaderboard. And so it does make sense with the picks of the maps, I suppose. I mean, someone has to pick first anyways. Oh, they're UPnP hosting. Hold on, I'm going. Fucking hell. Kenny's just been on board with everything, whether it's a good decision or not. Alright, Akina. Toby gets POS pick. Because it's X. It is NS's. I have to go check settings. Okay, 5 seconds. Alright, he's gonna go check settings real quick. Cool. Let me open the band thing in Opera. I don't want to open in Skype. Not Skype, called Skype? I forget. We love all sorts of confusion within everybody who does stuff. So kind of confusing. Not to go see play with you. Yeah, but I figured you guys talked to Kenny about it. Because you guys have been working in collaboration with Kenny, you, Crow, and Kenny. So I figured he changed around rules and enforced different things. I haven't been told shit. Tio hasn't been told shit. Nobody's been told shit. We're just kind of, you guys are just kind of doing stuff. It's like, alright, my cat's yelling at me. Alright. We're on Akina. Hold on, let me switch over. Alright. We have Toby leading. Let's see if Loki looks like 37 with that font. What? Cat's yelling. Hit it. No. I have to lock them up. I've talked about it a million times, so I have to lock them up and stuff. Uh-oh. The game may have exploded. The game may have exploded. We got T Stebbins. All of the storm. Dude, T Stebbins is like one of my favorites. Like top 5. Fastway and Geo2 still like 1 and 2 though. Like T Stebbins, he's up there. Nobody's driving right now actually. Oh, and there it goes. Fuck. All right. Let's see if it crashed for them too. Oh yes, it did. Cat. No. Nolan. Loud. He's a loud cat. I got him. I got him. I got the cat. Alright. He's gonna get to watch this race with us. Alright. We got Aki? We got the NSX and the SIL 80. Excuse me. Alright. But we have the SIL 80 in the lead, driven by Toby. And we have the NSX following behind in the NSX. Oh, I can't tell if this is lag or the actual line he took, but yeah, it's lag. It is heavy amounts of lag. Yeah. All right. Let me start going play by play on what I think is gonna happen. Let's just look past the lag. Toby, he's a good driver. He drives the SIL 80. He's been driving it for a long time. Me and him have raced before. I've won. I'm kidding. I did win, but I'm joking. I'm messing. I was in the NSX. He was in a SIL 80 on Sadamine. That was a good race. But we have the NSX chasing behind the SIL 80 on the downhill of Akina. This is the NSX's home course versus the SIL 80 here, but the SIL 80 might have an advantage because of its higher speed on the straightaways compared to the NSX. SIL 80 is definitely better at drifting. Hold on. Cat. Oh. Got him. Okay. The dog. That's not a dog. But right now, Toby's running away with it in the SIL 80. He's just running away with it. Oh, you guys heard the cat this time? Yeah. That's what you guys hear what I'm saying. This guy, he doesn't stop yelling. He doesn't. He just always has something to say. Ain't that right, kitty? Oh, there, kitty. See, now he's like purring on my lap, right? But then the moment I like stop giving him attention, he'll like immediately jump off and start yelling at the door. No, he's actually a tuxedo cat, honey. Tux. He's as smart as an orange cat, though. Same intellect. Okay, now he seems happy. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely about 78. The German mustache. Alright, bro. He does not have a German mustache. Oh, I'd say it's about 100. But right now, the SIL 80 is just kind of running away with this race. The NSX is trying its hardest for the win here. NS for the win, baby. with the NSS driver, the NS driver in the NSX, like 100 meters back, is crazy. He might be a cheerleader. It's hard to tell if he's making actual mistakes or not, though. He's just lagging, like, really bad. Right now, Toby's through the second hairpin as Aki's now going into it. Still a chance, maybe, for the NSX to catch up because of his course experience on Akina, but Toby's got a lot of experience under his belt here. I'm not sure, actually. I'm not sure if Yasuo is going to be on uphill or not. Surfing. Ugh. Yeah, no, Soidi's running away with this right now. It's crazy. We might see a bit of a difference on the uphill, though. Oh, no, cat, you're not escaping. Come here. I have to show you guys pictures of my cats. Oh, and he's gone. Alright, give it like 5 minutes. He'll be back to yelling at the door. I'm telling you. Yeah, Toby's gone. The green So80 and the purple NSX. Yeah. Is this actually Asia versus Europe with American spectator? Yeah. Alright, we don't talk about it, okay? We have an Asian versus a European with an American commentating. This is just regular initial Unity stuff, okay? I'm not sure how many Americans actually are in the initial Unity community, because it's mostly Europeans and Asians. How many people are from America? So I know Amnesty is, because me and him live in like the same time zone. I can name that right off my head. Does Bean live in America? I don't remember, because I've talked to him a few times. Does Genesis? I'm not sure. Oh right, that was that. The silly one. All right, right. I need to get into the other lobby. I was rambling. Peak. Oh, I didn't make a prediction. Is Vingo here? Did he do it? He blessed the race. Who won the down? Okay, yeah. So Vingo is doing it. Never mind. I don't have to do it. It's Vingo. Oh, not Big Bean though. Yeah, I'm talking about Big Bean. Not other Bean. Big Bean. Big Bean. Oh, and it might be a UPnP. Hold on. Because I didn't see them post the link and they said they're both in. Ah, here it is. I'm very blind. I like skimmed over it twice. My bad. My bad. Shit. Alright, I'm in. Huh. Also my song for Uphill. Don't you skip it. What? Huh? Am I missing something? Maple. Maple. How are you this comically late? Like every time, gang. It's like they both gave me the IP. I'm already in the log and then you at me once I get in. Gang. How? Oh yeah. You did in the thingy, didn't you? 2 minutes ago. I like you, you like me extended. Hold on. I'm sure these two can figure out themselves when I do this. Do I choose? What do you mean no idea? What do you mean? I was completely wrong. Neither of them know what they're doing on picking a song. Alright, let me add this to the queue. Rat Sinclair, Pretty Woman. Very Sigma, go easy on me, I'm rusty, crazy. I am rusty too. Are we just gonna talk about how rusty each other are? There we go. Alright, I'm just gonna skip like the last 30 seconds. Don't tell me it crashed. Bro. Please. Please, speed, I need this. Close what window? Yeah, I think we're cooked. My stream has to be extremely far behind. If you're saying I pinged you. Everything good? I'm already in the start point. Okay, so Maki's in, but is okay. The other guy didn't get in. It was Thorfinn. Alright. Can't make this up. Flip. I need a copy of that code. 2 spectators, not good. Game crashed. Oh my god, Birdie. Hold on. Pausing that song so I can restart it once we start back up. Trying to connect back up. Just make a lobby. Mail a lobby. I said mail. It's crazy. It's up, thank God. Yeah, ref through the screen. I'm also ref. I'm pretty sure Honey's a ref because he's a streamer. And Maple's a ref. Pretty much all the streamers ref. I especially ref because I take time to figure out what's wrong and look at every standpoint. Some people just immediately say, like, what something should or shouldn't be. It's like, brother, like, look into it more. Some people just don't, and I've seen it plenty of times. It's like, what are we doing? It just comes off as biased. Toby fast guy. Yeah, Toby's always been a fast guy. Restart the song. Once the bet it's not gonna work again. If it crashes Maple through stream, then yeah. I don't think I've ever heard Maple actually make a call on a like a wreck or crash before. I know Maple does some stuff, but I've not actually seen it now that I think about it. Alright, let me just restart IU. Because it crashed. I don't think it's liking me and Maple being in there, so I guess it's just gonna be me and Maple's gonna have to use the stream. I could try and host. We're gonna have Thorfinn host, okay. This is a play. I'm ref because I know nothing about the cars. The more you don't know anything about a subject, the more strong your opinion is. That's actually funny. That's like the saying that like the craziest people have the loudest voices. Yeah, I'm honey, what are you talking about? I said I'm staying in the lobby. Maple's not. Yeah. Honey, what did you hear, bro? Because I said I'm staying. Maple can watch the stream. What am I doing? What in the thing? Oh wait, hold on. Thorfinn might be hosting it. I need his IP. Okay, he sent one. Let me pause this again. Is that a Radman link? Why is it so short? Is it normal? This looks not as long. Don't take those words out of context. RRZT. Oh my god, he's using the Rushing Rival ZT. I have it. I'm able to use it, but it's like what? Okay, Maki doesn't. This, yeah, that's the RRZT. What the Okay, I'm in. I'm having a bit of a moment there. What is my cat doing? It's like attacking the wall. He's going crazy. Yeah, my other cat is just watching him go crazy. Dude. I heard some crazy shit. What are we talking about? Actually geeking out, honey. Come on, babe. This is network ID. Oh, they're having Maki join the zero tier network for rushing rivals. Because apparently the Kashin Unity ZT doesn't work for Thorfinn, but rushing rivals does? That makes perfect sense. Man. Boomhauer. Now I'll tell you what, I said my hand, I said a one and I was like, oh, what you do? I said my hand. We love King of the Hill. I need to continue watching King of the Hill. I only got to like season 2. I just haven't watched it recently. I wanted to try and watch it because I've never seen it. It's a good show. I like it. Now, Bobby, now, Bobby, I don't condone street racing, but someone's gotta teach that darn Fujiwara kid a lesson. Oh, okay, a little bit of contact there from Thorfinn messing around with Maki there. He was going on the outside. I think he was probably gonna ease off, but he ended up tapping the rear part of Maki there, so could be a bit of a warning, but it's probably not. It's probably fine. He also doesn't win this. He has a small PP. That's crazy. That's fucked up. Yeah, it seems like Maki's lagging a bit here. That or they got the craziest tires in the world to be slammed into those walls and still grip. There's really not much different between the FD and the SO 80 in a course like this. I mean, I think the SO 80's faster. Maybe? They seem like about the same in speed, so they're probably about the same in cornering, but we all know that the SO 80 has a much greater like drift boost than the FD, I'm pretty sure. So maybe it's just the way they break into the corner that's gonna be the big difference here. Because you don't see an FD versus a SO 80 often. You don't see an FD often. We've seen more SO 80s than FDs recently. And we don't see much of Akina either, so it's hard to say if either driver has any big advantage or not, or if it's just small stuff. The difference between the SO 80 and FD really just comes down to how they feel. I mean, whenever I drive them, they feel like two different cars, but when you drive them, they do basically the same stuff. You know? It's hard to say if either has an advantage or not. You know, another thing that came up recently, when I was talking about like the charm of initial eating, how it's like kind of just bare bones right now, it's like other little stuff, like how they removed during night when you turn your lights off. You used to not be able to see your map. You wouldn't be able to see distance. You wouldn't be able to see any. I think you could see distance actually, but you couldn't see anything. You couldn't see your speed. You couldn't see your gear. You couldn't see anything. So it actually made the blind attack a bit harder to do. But I mean, now it doesn't do that. You can see your map, you can see your speed, you can see everything. The only difference is that your light is off. It's the fact that night honestly feels brighter than it was in vanilla, or like older versions. And I'm pretty sure it actually is brighter. So it's like another charm that like used to be that isn't anymore, is that blind attacks actually took some skill to pull off, and like there's more stakes because you can't tell your speed, you can't tell nothing. So it was actually like a gamble, you know? Now it's just any other thing in this game, just a technique. You know? There's no reason for changing it either. I don't know if it was Absolute's decision or Kenny wanted Absolute to do it, but it was not a good decision at all. I think that's pretty easy to agree on. Seems like the SO 80's definitely keeping its pace against the FD, really well, but the FD seems to have a bit of an advantage here. If there is a big difference between these two cars, it's definitely that the FD is better at gripping than the SO80, I'd say. In those more gentle curves like those, I think the FD was able to catch up a little bit, where it seems like the SO80 is still able to pull away. Wow. Maki is sending it in the SO80, trying to run away from NS here. Don't forget, this is NS's home course right now. Right now, ZF is running just giving them a run for their money here. Can't tell if that's a lag or not. I don't think it was. Looks like Maki, looks like they actually tried to recover after hitting that. Looks like the gap is about 25 meters, maybe 30. There's still a chance for Maki to take the win here against Thorfinn, but it looks like in these more gentle curves like I was talking about, the FD does have an advantage. He's able to catch time in these parts, and looks like Thorfinn's caught back up to Maki a pretty good margin. I'd say Maki definitely has the advantage in about like 3/4 of the course, and the FD has the advantage in the last quarter. It's our home map only for this race, truly. I mean, it still means you guys practiced it before the race and everything. ZF didn't know what course you guys were using, so there's always that hint of, damn, these guys, they're doing this good against guys who practiced on the course when they didn't. That's just how crazy ZF is. Seems like NS definitely, Thorfinn's definitely caught back up to Maki, but on this last straight, that drift might be enough for Maki to pull some time against the FD, but it's not enough. They bring it into another round. Very nice, a 5:03. It's pretty good. Very, very nice from Maki. Yeah, you could see that Thorfinn was like trying to do that same thing that the MR2 did on that one round before the last race. He went on that part and they made contact a little. If it resulted in a crash, then I'd give probably a pretty big penalty to Thorfinn. But, you know, it was like tap. ZF is running some crazy times. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. ZF is crazy. I will say Thorfinn does have that 501 though. Maki has got that 503. I'm not sure what Maki can do at full speed. I don't think it even said she had a time, or he, or they. I mean, Maki's more of a female name, so is it a she? I don't actually know. I've never stopped to question it. I don't know if, I think I've raced them before maybe, but I never really cared. It's whatever I'll just say they. It's like Maki, they're trying they're quick. They're quick. That's what I'm trying to say. Zero Fire has always been full of fast drivers, and so has the other team that they have. Was Zero Fighter the sub team or the main team? I forget. No, I think it's the main team. Maki's keeping pace with the FD here. Yeah, the SO80 definitely has to play more drifty, while the FD is a little bit more grip on some corners. But this is a good test of who's faster on this straight between the two cars. Damn, they did not like close in on each other at all. You'd have to look at the meters in real time to figure out who is faster or not. Because it's such a small difference if there is one. It's crazy. For the sake of this race, we'll say they have the same speed, which in initial D terms wouldn't be really realistic. Yeah. Maki's right on the bumper of Thorfinn. Whoa, yeah. Maki apologizes for that. They signal their lights and they ease off. I could give that a penalty, or not penalty, a warning, but it was under braking. They're close, and Maki served back. It was an accidental tap. It happens. There wasn't any intent, and they weren't over their head, so I'd say that's probably not a warning. It wasn't an overly egregious move. It was a small super tap. Maki apologized. They backed off. They actually gave more leeway to the FD. So I'd say that's probably not. You could give it a warning, but I'm not going to give it a warning. You can give anything a warning if you tap each other, but the circumstances, I don't think that deserves a warning. Maki's definitely running a good pace, and so is the FD. The FD's trying to outrun that SO80 like always. Both these cars have their own strengths here. I'd say in the tighter spots, the SO80's definitely faster than the FD. So 80's better at drifting than the FD, even with the wheel spin they both go through. As you can see from there, the Sil 80 and the FD, the Sil 80 has a little bit more wheel spin coming out of the corner than the FD, but it seems pretty balanced. And the FD is actually pulling way quick coming out of that. Whoa. It's actually pulling out a lot of speed from coming out of the bend, out of the hairpin. They seemed evenly matched in the hairpins, but those gentle curves, the FD has a big advantage over the Sil 80. Sil 80's never been the best at gripping. You always have to take it like off the accelerator, certain speeds. And who just pinged me? What? Song suggestion. Oh, don't turn it off. The energized version specifically? All right. It's a good version. I'm pretty sure, isn't that the normal version? I don't. It's like labeled differently on Spotify for some reason. Okay, whatever it is. No, it's not. It is the energized version. I think I've listened to it. It's really good. Anyways, back to the race. It looks like Maki's caught back up to the FD a bit. It looks like the FD's pulling away once again on that corner. It seems like whoever's leading really does get to have a big gap increase coming out. I created ACA a few days ago. Yeah. Disbanding teams, making others. It's like, what's the point of disbanding the team if you're just gonna make another one right after? Yeah, I disbanded RL and I haven't made a team since. I don't think I'm interested in making one. No, I'm not interested in joining a team either. I haven't played this game in weeks. This is like the last time I've been on it recently, just for streaming. Yeah, in this part, the FD might be able to pull away from the Sil 80 a bit. It's gonna Maki have to do everything they can to catch up to the Thorfinn here. They're both incredible drivers, it seems. Hold on. My bad. So I had to let the cats out. Yeah, it's nothing. So he's definitely keeping pace with the FD though. They come through that first hairpin on the downhill part of the course, the last hairpin of the uphill, and the pace, it might be enough for Thorfinn to win this actually. That's a pretty big gap between the two cars. He taps the wall, they tap the wall. Oh, it's gonna be close. That's like 45 meters. Oh, and Thorfinn wins it. 45 to 50 meters, and it looks like it was over 50. And S takes the win, excuse me, on the uphill. Beautiful, but now that means we have a tiebreaker. That is interesting. All right, let me do coin flip. Tails. All right, it is downhill. All right. All right, so we're gonna be rerunning the down. I accidentally saved that replay. We're gonna be running the downhill. All right. They're currently trying to strategize. Alright, so we're waiting for a lobby. They're strategizing and talking it out. Rip Uphill was fun for real. Alright, while they get a lobby set up, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Alright, I'm back. What'd I miss? Alright. Mother Downhill is having pizza problems. I guess Akagi will be doing downhill today. Akagi. I think they're gonna have Toby host. I think they're running the same drivers, it seems. So let me check. Yes, Toby has a lobby up that I'm struggling to connect to. I'm just gonna restart IE. I'm not wasting my time trying to connect. Not doing all that. Not doing all that. Unhill Hill was fun for. Wait, banger? Oh, it's KO. I don't know. I was saying, hold on, I'm liking that real quick because I already know it's gonna be banger. Oh no, I got a ping. He's pinging me. Love and fever tonight, Toby Ash. Oh yeah, give me a second. Ugh. And again, in the lobby. I'm dilly-dallying. I was checking stuff. And there's no lobby. Phenomenal. Sorry. What is Brody apologizing about? Okay, let me, while they figure out lobby once again, let me put this in the queue. Love and the fever. I think. Is that what it was? Love and fever tonight, not the fever. Fever tonight. Toby Ash. There we go. Come on. I legit restarted IU just so I could get in the lobby. Come on. Okay, he said he restarted his game. Maybe I gotta restart my game too again. Be in the same wavelength. Hold on. Okay, I'm in. There we go. Alright, so we're running downhill again. Yes. It is random leader. This could end up being an interesting one. Goodness. Song cover. What about it? Oh yeah, 100%. I don't even gotta say any words. Alright, so we have the SIL 80 in the lead. We have the NSX chasing behind. just like the actual race for the downhill we had. Toby definitely has the advantage. We've seen how fast he is, and he put a really big gap on the NSX in that race. And it's hard to tell what the NSX is really doing because they're lagging pretty hard. Aki might be able to hold a candle this time. He saw what Toby can do once before. He might be able to keep up with him this time. He might be able to expect the unexpected. Both go through the chicane-ish. Yeah, it's a chicane. Why am I doubting it's not? That is a chicane. I'm losing it. Seems like Toby's still putting a bit of a pace against the NSX here, and I'm not really sure where the NSX really shines on Akina. Oh, he's flying! The NSX is flying! Bro. Alright, let's look past the flying NSX. Yeah, I'm not sure where it really shines. The NSX doesn't really shine at cornering that well. If it has any big strength, it's definitely its downforce and how it can grip. I don't remember if it has really good brakes or not. I'm pretty sure it's on the better side of brakes. And since it's an NA, has a lot of downforce and it's able to come out of corners pretty good. It doesn't have that much wheel spin to it coming out. So there's that. I mean, that doesn't really correlate that well on Akina when most of the straights are super long and cars that are fast get their picks off the corners really easily anyways. As Toby gets the green aura with flies over there. No, I'm kidding. Just the green aura. Aki's definitely falling pace here. He's trying his best to keep up, but doesn't seem like it's gonna be enough. I can't wait until this is over and then I go back to 8 hours of working on my Forza event. It's gonna be so peak. I can feel it in my bones. This new layout I have for one of the rounds is gonna work. Trust. It's like 22 miles long. It's like a 10-minute course. Alright. Oh. Can't tell if that was lag or not, but Toby's definitely in the they got the win here. Whew. Aki's sending it down. The purple NSX. What can I correlate that to? The lean NSX? Lean NSX? Maybe? That's the only thing that comes to my mind when I see purple. Thanos NSX. Toby's running away with it right now. He's got that SO 80 under him and he's running with it. Once they move to ZF's home course, ZF might have a pretty easy win. With how fast Toby is on Akina, he might be able to pull out a win on Tsukuba. And all it is for Maki to pull out a win too. The song is bumping though. Yeah, no, Akagi is he's moving. He's going. Yeah, there's not much I can say, honestly. Usually the cars are a bit closer, the course has more differences between them, but really the SO 80's just got the advantage and Toby seems to be the man to use it. I wouldn't expect anything less from Toby. He's always been a good driver, but you know. I guess just jam to the music for real. Toby brings it home. A 458. Nice. DF So far, 1-0 NS. They have beat NS at their home course, Akina. Alright, so we're going to be getting the Tsukuba lobby up for ZF's home course. Oh, and I'll have my own song suggestion in real quick. I'm gonna add a song. It's like a hella good song. I'm so for real. I like lock in whenever I hear it. Where's everybody at? I'm in charge of going downhill. This guy. I don't know what to call him. His name is in Chinese or Japanese or anything that I don't know and looks like Kondo. Is this the playtest? I'm sorry, how did you get here, man? Broski? It says NS versus ZF. This is a team battle, man. I don't know where you got playtest, but no. Alright, you dropped the IP. Let me get in that lobby. Going to Tsukuba. Oh, alright, so we're starting with downhill. Oh my goodness, dude. He's bumping. Alright, so we're waiting on NS. They're probably taking a moment to strategize, figure out who they're sending. That's fine. Unless we're starting with uphill. I don't know who is driving from us. Oh my god. Alright, I guess we're gonna wait like another 5 minutes. Just came back. What car is he? Oh. No, we do have Aki. Aki's gonna be running the downhill here. Alright. Never mind, we are doing downhill. Thought there was a little bit more confusion. Alright, he says, wait 1 min. Alright, it is NS's pick on position. What game is this? How did this guy get here? This is initial unity, broski. Do we actually get people who are just like scrolling on Twitch, like who have no clue where they're at? There's like, is life real? Is this a hallucination? Also, just came back with cars. Thank you. Bow, 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 bow. Location selection. Oh, I love this song. Oh, and I'm actually turning this up on my end a little. Is fading and everything away. Oh no, lyrics, I always forget them. There's a D section, probably not that popular. You got like 2 people. Dude, I actually love speaking of underrated Yoruba artists, Sugano Music, oh my god. They don't really do any lyrics, they make all the beats. So all their music is pretty much just collaborations with other artists, but they've worked with like T. Stebbins, Renko, and a bunch of other people, and like this is one of their best songs. I love it. So the beat just goes so crazy on some parts. I love it. The lyrics line up perfectly. But we have, oh sorry, we have the S2K Maki. Wait, Maki's in the S2K? Wait, hold on. Is Ma? No, it's the Chinese dude. Never mind. It's not Maki. I was thinking it was Maki for a second. Why did I think of Maki? But no, we have Aki in the NSX, and we have whatever this guy's name in the S2K. I know, gamer. You're late on that one, broski. Dude, the delay is real. I'm telling you, the delay is like hella bad. It's like I've already realized for like 10 seconds it's not Maki, and then gamer Maple will be like, bro, it's not Maki. It's like, bro, I know. Oh yeah, NSX is good, but also S2K. Both these cars are very similar in their own regards. I've raced plenty of S2Ks back when I was into the NSX, and those two cars mesh really good together in races. The NSX, they both kind of grip the same, they have similar braking, but it's the difference in speed and cornering. And oh my, did he go to the wall? Oh my, he's drifting backwards behind him! What the fuck? Legit no clue. Active save replay. I guess we're just gonna, okay. We're gonna have to come up with some kind of ruling here. So this guy, the S2K, he got on the inside of the NSX. There's a bunch of lag. NSX disappears, knocks the S2K out of balance, and we have no clue what happened to the NSX guy. No idea. But they gave the position back because we had no clue what happened. So if nothing crazy happened, they just gave back the position for no reason. So I'm questioning if we should have Aki's replay. And oh, the S2K goes down on the oh my god, the S2K gets a beautiful pass. The NSX went deep coming out of that first corner, had to swap his line. The NSX used that to his, this S2K's off the course. And the NSX went off the course too. What the hell? Oh my goodness, the S2K. Let's run that back real quick. The NSX went deep on that one corner. The S2K took middle of the road. The NSX swung too wide. The S2K passed him on the outside. Then the S2K flew off the course, and so did the NSX. What? Huh? You don't see this. Okay, never mind. You do see this, but what just happened? Never in my 50 years of streaming. Dog. I don't know what to say about that. I'm no drifter, but I like the anime a lot. I've never known there was a game from initially. Do we have another guy who just got here from Twitch? What? The other streamers that replay stuff as well. NSX was like, if your S2K can do it, I can. Well, all right. S2K got the clean pass. They both died, and then they respawned, and now they're running. Uh-oh, my ping just dropped. Uh-oh. Since I'm on OBS, I can see my KBPS, right? I see whenever it drops or goes up. I'm like, oh, shoot. Play stuff on the channel. Maybe thought that's a cut. No, I think he probably just fell off. Oh, and he wins. ZF takes the win on the downhill, the inbound. Very nice, very nice. I got no clue what happened on that first overtake, but the other one was beautiful. Very nice. All right. Because they left. Yeah, hold on. I kind of want to look at what happened on this real quick. I want to look at Aki's replay when I can, but let's look at this real quick. So he goes in, scrapes the guardrail, S2K gets on the inside, NSX goes way wide, he's lagging, he teleports, he hits the back of the S2K there. Yeah, that's a really interesting one. It's hard to say what happened, really. Oh, okay, we actually have the replay. Okay, I'm curious. I want to see what this looks like without the lag. Okay, hold on. We're taking a moment to look at this. I need a cut, documents, initial UD reborn, replays, paste. Beautiful. All right. Let's take a look at that without the lag. I'm curious. Unless, Akagi was, the other guy was lagging for Aki. Akti. Wait, so I'm not doing the replay, I think, because then it shows all the stuff on it and it's annoying. I'd rather just do the in-game one. Yeah, Unbiased did, but I don't really care for that one. Because usually if I have time, I'm just gonna do it here. Both of them take time to do. Alright, so the S2K is... Whoa, it is way different. Okay, so... Into this corner. S2K taps him on the rear fender a little on his end. He doesn't go into the guardrail. Oh my god! Oh my god, we have to look at that again. Hold on. Hold on. You guys saw that, right? Dude, he's gone and then... Whoa! What in the world? Yeah, okay. That's an interesting one. Dude, what level Shingo you gotta be to do that? What level Honda driver you gotta be to do this shit? Look at this. Just... Oh my goodness. I missed it, actually. Hold on. Okay, one more and then I'll join the lobby. One more. Just watch this, watch this. Oh my goodness. That's hilarious. Alright, let me join the lobby. Interested in joining the lobby? No, I'm not actually. No, I'm kidding. Where is, oh, here it is. Oh, it's right above the, replay. Okay. Local. Oh, whoops. Accidentally pressed connecting. Hold on, I gotta wait for it to stop connecting. Show bridge incident. For my point. Lazy. Talking about it takes time between the battles to look at the replay. Because they save the replay and then you gotta look at it either way. So I'd rather just do the one in the game where I can choose my camera angles, I can choose my speed, I can choose my everything. It beats out the other one easily. Alright, I guess Maki didn't want any specific position. They're not Maki, Yaso, Thorfinn. So we have Thorfinn in the lead, Maki behind with a 410. Wow, very nice. I think my fastest in the SO 80 back when I drove it was like a 411 on this course, so that's very nice. That's very nice. Win or gay, that's crazy. Yaso first round win or gay. That's crazy. Alright, but both of these cars, I'm definitely gonna say the SO 80's better on Tsukuba's outbound than the FD. I've driven the SO 80 before, and Tsukuba's my personal home course, especially the outbound because I'm an uphill driver, so I know everything about Tsukuba's outbound. But 410 is very good in SO 80. Yeah, Tio, it is a very good time. I think my fastest in the Evo 3 is like a 412, so it beats the Evo 3 on this course. I think the Evo 3 can do like a 411 though. Oh, Maki goes for a bit of a speed cancel, messes it up, eases off. All right, they went in a little too aggressive. They tried to hold the FD and they kind of fucked him up a little bit. It was an attempted speed cancel that failed. Yeah, the SO 80 definitely has the advantage over the FD. There's no way. Wait, who's NSX? Mine? There's no way my NSX was a 411, dude. I think, what was my GTR? I think my GTR was like a 412, 413, somewhere in there. I know I had the fastest GTR time around when I drove the GTR on Tsukuba's outbound. I had the fastest, I remember that much. I don't remember what it was. I'd have to open one of the old game files and check. But Maki's staying on the FD like I thought. Maki's a good driver, Thorfinn's a good driver, but the Silady definitely has a bit of an advantage over the FD on these corners. There's a lot of wide sweeping corners where Silady's drift is able to really kick in. No one bet on NS. That's crazy. Yeah, down on the straight, Thorfinn's got a little bit of a lead coming out of the corner because of how, you know, cat and mouse works like that in 2 power cars. Maki's still holding their ground. They're not falling back. Maki goes through that corner very quick. Nice and safe on that. One of the corners where the Silady actually has the grip. Going down into the downhill section, the FD might be able to pull a little bit more of a pace than it was on the uphill. An FD may be known as an uphill car in initial D, but a lot of people don't really use FD on uphill in initial Unity. It's not like it's bad, it just works better downhill, it always seems. Maki tries to make a move around the outside there. We saw them brake much later. Looks like they tried to brake not at all, but they realized they couldn't get through and decided to brake and just swing it back on the inside. Maki trying to avoid slamming into the FD there. They're right on top of each other's heels as they go through this long corner here. Maki might be able to get the bushi they need to come out of this corner. Under braking, nope. Maki eyeing up the outside, but just can't make it. They gotta brake later if they want to take the outside, though. Brake later, trying to use some momentum. Now this corner could be different. Maki goes down the inside, tries to make something happen, can't make it happen. Tries to go for the dive bomb. And the FD just blocks the entire road there. Maki tried to go over the grass, make use of it, but that grass just really is not that good to go over. It really doesn't want to work with you at all. Only really works on all wheels, really. Maki tried to make something happen, but they're too far back to get an effective dive bomb going, and the FD swung a little bit more out. They maybe could have had it. The FD's a nice car. I like driving it uphill, but it just works better downhill. See ya. Yeah. Goes for the challenge. I don't even know if the FD has good or bad times on uphill. It's like I can do a good time in it, but like, what's its upper? I've pushed upper on like S14 before, like the Capu Bakunos and that actual drift build, Evo 3, GTR, NSX, all that. But it's like FD. Wow, the beat change right as the finish was crossed. Wow. But it is going to be the next round. Very, very nice. Who won the it was ZF. ZF won the downhill. Ooh. All right. Next round, Bez. Says it on the screen, Bresky. Keep up. All right. Next round, we have Maki in the lead in the Sil 80, and we have Thorfinn chasing behind in the FD. Those NS Glazers with no one with money on them. That's crazy. You're not wrong, gamer. That's wild. I'm thinking Maki might be able to pull a win out this race here. Thorfinn had a 416, maybe without that one speed cancel. He could have had a 415, maybe 414, but Maki has a 410. I mean, like, the fastest on this course was like a 409, I think, which is crazy. So Maki should definitely have this in the bag this round if they just run the pace they need to run. Thorfinn's got to try their hardest to keep up with Maki here, but this might be a 2-0 for ZF against NS here. Yeah, Siladi's really good, gamer. Goki has 08. Oh, okay, so the fastest is an 08. I'm pretty sure Aiden had like an 09 before. Goki has that 08. And some cars just really cannot match up to it. at all. Yeah, Yasuo, Thorfinn. I'll just say Thorfinn because that's what I used to call him. Trying to keep up with Maki, but Maki's pulling away the pace. They're stepping on the gas and not looking back here, running away with it. I can't think of any comparison for the green So 80 for anything. Oh no, it's a cucumber So 80. Pickle So 80. Pickle So 80. Turn into a pickle. Pickle Rick. Rick and Morty's actually a really good show. I remember watching the new season that came out last year. It was really good. I liked it. Had a good ending. Nah. Maki's running with it. I can't say anything more than that. Then Maki's moving with the So 80, and there's nothing really that FD can do to keep up. I don't think there's anything Thorfinn can do either. Thorfinn's trying to push his hardest here to keep up, and it's just not enough. That's not a ridiculous take, Tia. That is not a ridiculous take. I mean, Sten's pretty cool. I like Sten. He's chill. But like, there's not very many. And then again, I don't know much about Sten. I only talked to him like a few times, but he seems chill. There are others. Toga Shikai drivers. Thorfinn too. Yes, this is Glaze and Thorfy. Alright, bruh. The Glaze is unreal. All Japanese guys. That's not ridiculous. Yeah, most Japanese guys are pretty dope. But yeah, Maki's just gone. We just can't see them at all anymore. And Thorfinn's trying to keep up, but that So 80's moving too fast. And what kind of time is Maki gonna set though? Every time I say Maki, I think of Jujutsu Kaisen. Maki. Time. It's the same name. Toby, go. Toby is goated. Thorfinn should have hit the jump there. No, I'm kidding. That would have been way over a second gain. Second between 2 seconds. I love that jump there. It's so fun. Yeah, Maki's already on the last corner as Thorfinn's coming up to it now. I'm gonna say 411, 412. 411! Very nice. A 411.6. Let Thorfinn pick my team bows anymore. Yeah, 2-0, bruh. Do not let him pick again. Alright. ZF won the downhill. ZF won the uphill. And my head hurts, actually. Ow. I don't know why I'm hurting. Someone got a voodoo doll? The only reason why Dominic has a 0.0 random cookie. Alright, well, that wraps that. Zero Fighter has 2-0'd. Hold on. Where's the team creation thing? Hold on. Nasukan Shikon. Nasukan Shikon. Good enough. I think I pronounced it okay. Very nice, very nice. Alright, let me update the leaderboard real quick. So, ZF wins against NS. Oh, I wrote 2-1 for IS against CKB. Wasn't it 2-0? Yeah, it's 2-0. I just copied the other leaderboard. I forgot to change that. Whoops. Alright, and then ZF stays exactly where they're at. Okay, I just updated to say that ZF beat NS. Alright, that pretty much wraps that up. Just should start making its way up the leaderboard. Yeah, they haven't really done much. Alright, well, that wraps that up. Zero Fighter BNS. I don't think I have any more races today or this weekend, other than for Sunday. You'll probably see me on Sunday again. I'm always here for Sunday. Yeah. Well, that wraps that up. Hopefully I did somewhat good. 3 hours of streaming, pretty good. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next time, or you guys will catch maybe probably another streamer if there's a Saturday or Friday race. So bye bye.